Hello, everyone. How is everyone tonight? There's Amy. Hello.
Hello.
So let's see. We got Player Purple. We got Joe. I seen G Paul earlier. How is everyone tonight?
Hi, everyone.
Oh, all right. Quite a few people in here already. That's great. Um, so Amy, what did you do over the weekend?
Worked.
Work. Mm, bad four-letter word.
Yes. Well, I didn't work yesterday, but I worked yesterday because I had to get everything ready for the week.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
turned my deal on. I've already got like 10 words back to
Do you really? I haven't even got mine on yet. I was
back.
actually still reading up on some things I was going to talk about tonight, and thought I would. I was kind of proofreading over some stuff. I thought the discussion I want to talk about was some things that's here in West North Carolina. It's haunted. Some places we've investigated, some we've not, and some I definitely want to check out at some point in time. So that's I'm going to get to reading a few things here in a minute, but get a few more people in.
Sounds cool. Y'all make sure you smash that like and share it out, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I went back to the abandoned house. It's been a while since I've been there. Uh, did investigation in three different parts of the house, and the master bedroom I got the most as far as EMF lighting up. Um,
Yeah.
so I gotta I don't know when I'll be able to put that up. It's I still got a lot of stuff on backlog I hadn't even got up yet. So, but Marnie is actually watching a series or a movie or something on Amazon. I think's what she's watching it on, and I don't really know what it is. But apparently, if it's the same one she's watching before, it has a girl in there named Marnie. So she's been pretty interested in that.
Oh, cool. I get lost in them series like that.
Hmm. It's a good way to escape.
Yep.
Barbecue under the rain. But that was an amazing experience, Purple. We got some rain here today, and we had a little bit of spitting of snow over the weekend. Didn't amount to anything, thank God. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It was nice here today. It was like 76.
ooh, that's nice. We only got to 43
Sunny.
today.
But it has been so cold, so today was like so nice.
I was, I can't wait till spring and summer. I can do better investigations, and so I'm not out there freezing to death. So I've filmed. Where did I go last week? I went to the River Arch, back to the silos last Thursday, and I was. I mean, it's cold. Hey, Frugal.
Fergal.
Oh my.
I love you, Fergal, my favorite farmer. Love you too,
it, it
Joe, Player, and Purple Rain, G Paul.
it is frugal when you're having 43. I would definitely say 76 is bikini weather for sure. But I can't complain too much because we've had, uh, 50s and 60s. It's not been too bad.
It actually hasn't been too bad of a winter compared to the last several that we've had,
Mhm.
cold wise, but it's still like the days that were cold were just like so frigid.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I enjoy I got the word stroke. That's odd.
Stroke.
Yeah, that is odd. Um, but yeah, it's not been a very very cold winter. Um, but there's been days.
I'm just ready for it to be over. If
Mhm.
that groundhog doesn't tell me what I want to hear, I'm going to throw it.
That's what February 2nd when he does that.
Hmm. It's coming up.
Yeah, Frugal's on the other end of the state. Where we're at here in the mountains, it was 43 and rainy today.
But they're worried about it here in the South, like because, and I know Player probably can attest to this, like Southern Texas is like already blooming, like their trees, their
Mm.
flowers, everything's already blooming
Oh
because
wow.
it's been so nice there. But we're
Mm.
supposed to have like a really big freeze in February,
Mm.
and so they're worried that it's going to kill everything off that's already bloomed.
I,
And I
I
hope.
wouldn't be surprised. Joe says 33 degrees yesterday here. Was a fried chicken nugget.
Yours is 33 degrees Celsius, though, right?
Yeah, that would be Celsius, I think. What
Mm-hmm.
would that be in the 80s, I think?
80s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Haunted by Haunted.
Hello. Huh.
Joe keeps saying she's going to send our son back, so I guess today she sent it back a little bit.
They send it on back up this way, too. It's so cloudy and gloomy today.
Yeah.
So,
That's been the problem here. The sun hasn't been shining. It's been so much cloud cover, but the fog is so bad here now. It's unreal.
well, the good thing is, like, if it does warm up some, and then the clouds come in, it kind of keeps it at that temperature. But, uh, yeah, I prefer 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
I can get that. Still got time to patch up. Oh, golly day. Yeah.
Ellen, my deal just come up and said, wow.
Wow. And that's what I'm saying too. At the
Frugal
number.
spirits are talking to you.
Wow. I'm trying, Amy, but the sun don't want to go.
Well, sweet talking, Joe.
Hmm.
You're a sweetheart. It'll listen to you.
There you go. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my brain.
Gorilla glue. Oh, Lord.
Hi, Brendan.
Hey, Brandon, what's up? How warm is it on your, hey, Frugal and Brandon, how warm is it on your side of NC? I will tell you here in a second how warm or how cold we are. Let's see. Um, let's see. What is the current temperature? 39 degrees. That's how cold it is here.
52 here right now.
That's not too bad. 52 is pretty decent.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Brandon says 50 and rainy. Yeah, it was rainy here and in the low 40s.
But y'all are like what, an hour and a half away from Brendan and Twinkie?
Something like that. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's like an hour and a half.
Hey, Lynn and Handsome Seth. Hi, Jay.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, but see, it's more of a flat surface the further east you go. So we're up here in
Yeah.
the higher elevations.
Right.
Oh God, 45 degrees and outside 120 and a bearskin. Oh my Lord. Frugal. Oh, man.
I think Fergus
Oh,
trying to say that he's a hottie.
Joe says the master farter is in the room. Oh wow. Well, Lynn doesn't deny that. So there you go.
Lynn owns it, and she's proud of it.
Lord, you know it. Okay, so here I was going. So if you're just now joining us or coming in, I'm going to talk about some haunted places here in Western North Carolina. Some we've investigated, some we've not, but a lot I do want to get to investigate at some point in time. There is a place Let's see, the Lake Lure Inn and Spa. And if you're familiar with Lake Lure, if you've seen the movie Dirty Dancing,
Yes.
part of it was filmed there.
Ooh,
So yeah, there they have like Dirty Dancing festivals every year
awesome.
in the summer. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. There's two places of interesting hauntings. Okay, so the first one's Lake Lure Inn and Spa. The ghost of a woman who was murdered in the 1930s in one of the rooms has been seen by guests. The woman screams and screams can be heard. In 1940, the historic inn was used as a home for wounded soldiers and is now rumored to be home of many of those ghosts from those soldiers. And there's another one that's kind of interesting from Lake Lore. It's called Lake Lore, the Lodge on Lake Lore. And let me get to that. Okay, in 1937, the lodge began as a retreat for highway patrolmen and their families and a memorial to highway patrolman George Penn, who was shot and killed on the job. Rumor has it that Penn's ghost has been seen walking around in room 4 and has been known to steal toilet paper from room 2.
Hmm. That's an odd thing for a ghost to do.
I know.
If you became a ghost, would that be like your dream to go steal toilet paper?
It would
It's
blow people's
a
minds.
trickster
Yeah, he's a
ghost.
trickster, it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like. Maybe that's what he was in life, so maybe that's what. But I thought that was a very interesting two things from Lake Lord. I mean, it's a very well known place around here, especially with Dirty Dancing being filmed there. It was really interesting. So, and there's a place called Paint Rock and Hot Springs, which isn't too far from where I'm at. Um, since the 19th century, people have reported seeing the figure of a Cherokee man walking in the woods near the river and at the springs. The legend goes that men camping in the area wake up. And this is like two parts. They don't write it like this, but it is. The legend goes that men are camping there. They wake up to the sound of a beautiful singing voice. They are lured by the siren song and find themselves looking into the reflection of a beautiful Cherokee woman in the water, which is the French Broad River, and are compelled to reach out for her. And as they do, some unknown creature pulls them under the water and drowns them. So it doesn't break it up like it's supposed to be like two stories from what I understand. One is they see the Cherokee man, and
Hmm.
the other is the siren. Now, the siren part of it, I have tried to contact, not too successfully when I've been on the French Broad River. So there's that part of it. And but the other part in the Paint Fork I've never been to. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was another one? There's Vance Bird Place, and we have filmed at Vance Bird Place, but we didn't do an investigation at the homes. But we did do one at a cemetery across the way that some of the Vance family are buried at. Now, Zebulon Vance, he's buried in Riverside Cemetery, so I've done an investigation near his place. But it's the birthplace of Zebulon Vance, a Confederate Civil War officer, governor, and senator and writer. He is, let's see, is a 5 room lodge house. Ghostly men and women wearing old fashioned clothing can be seen there. Apparitions have been reported roaming about the grounds and inside the cabin. Down the road, the Vance Cemetery has graves dating before 1865. Some people believe the proximity of the cemetery contributes to the hauntings, and I would not be too surprised. It is not far at all from that. And the thing with like Vance Bird Place, you can go in. It's open to the public. You can go in. A lot of schools take children over to field trips and stuff and
Hmm.
things like that. But um, what was Frugal Say Cross? Was you ever read the book? Ghosts of North Carolina. I don't think I've read that. I've seen several different books written in our area and throughout North Carolina, but I don't remember that one per se. But I may have seen it. Um, but there's a lot. There's a lot. But I would love to go back to the Vance birthplace and try an investigation because they're pretty cool. You just filming and doing stuff. The first time we went there, did it. No one said anything to us, and there was like classes going on there with field trips, so we were kind of like staying away from that. But yeah, it's definitely a place I want to go back and maybe take the ghost detector since it's not too loud, or you don't have to make it loud, you can mute it, and that would help. Let's see if there's any more.
E-learning and cooking.
Do what?
I was telling e-learning and cooking
Oh,
hello.
oh, hey, how are you doing? Um, I remember as a kid going to Vanceburg Place, and we did like we walked around this circle, and on each side there was melted wax, and you kept putting a string in and dipping, and every time you go around, eventually you made a candle, and that was pretty cool. Hi, Jenny.
Hey, K
Hey, dog.
dog.
So, um, so those are a couple of things that, and like Lake Lore people can go to, and uh, things like that. There is one. I'll do another one real quick, and we'll come back to this later. But the Calvary Episcopal Church in Fletcher, we have filmed there. I can tell you that what I got from there was very interesting. I think I've had 2 videos there, but I'll get into that in a second. But here's the story of that: is the grounds of the church are said to be haunted by a phantom rider of a Confederacy, a woman with long blonde hair on a horse. She is seen near the road, and when she gallops away quickly. The woman's wearing a Confederate cape and is believed to be a woman whose husband was killed during the Civil War. Witnesses have seen her since 1865, when the ghost led 23 Union soldiers into an ambush in the revenge of her husband's death. So that's the story of that. Now, when we went there and done an investigation, the second time I went, the first time we met a couple people there, and they were doing what was that Pokemon Go or whatever it was. So that was just kind of a unique investigation. But the second time, I believe it was the second time I went. That's where I got some profanity coming through the SB7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the F word popped up. And hey, Rob, how are you? And yeah, that was. So that place does have some spirits running around there that are not very Christian like.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sounds like it.
yeah, yeah. And I'm trying to catch up on your series that you're doing for the
Mm-hmm.
urban legends and stuff. I love that stuff.
There are going to be plenty more. I think everybody really likes that, and I'm loving learning about it. A lot of them I didn't even have no clue
Hmm.
that they even existed.
Right. And so that's I love like some things are urban legends. Um, let's see, like there's stories here like the Battery Park Hotel where a girl
Mhm.
was killed and stuff. So that's a story. It's a real. It was in the newspaper way back in the day, and so and then you have those like Helen's Bridge is supposed to be like an urban legend. Although
Yeah.
I've come across quite a few things that tells me that there's a female spirit there for sure.
Well, Helen's Bridge is actually on the Urban Legends register.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So I thought about adding that in there too, but I was going to get like maybe some bits and pieces from you to
Hmm.
throw in with it. Yes, I added Normie, Brendan.
Sure, absolutely.
And I actually have seen fish or catfish that big. They scared the heck out of me. I've seen them at the Ocarina Springs here in Texas, and that is where they film piranhas.
Mm.
And we went out in a glass bottom boat, and there was a I kid you not, a station wagon at the bottom of this lake.
Mm.
And the catfish was almost as big as that daggone station wagon. I had a full-blown panic attack on this boat.
Oh, Lord.
And they had to take me and my family back to the dock to let me out.
Oh, man.
And everybody's like, oh, you didn't see that bull malarkey. I know what I saw.
You never know what you're going to see, especially in water.
Yes, Hell's Bridge is on there, Rob.
Brennan said, we have a ghost train in Statesville. Oh, that'd be cool. I get trains quite a bit in my videos. If you go back and look at some of them, you'll hear a train coming through. And some are vlogs, some are investigations, but I would love to check that out, Brandon. That'd be pretty cool.
A ghost train would be cool to film, but them trains that just come by just to, like, every time we go to a Hill House, it's like they do it on purpose.
And then another thing I catch all the time is sirens. Fire trucks, ambulance, whatever.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was filming, I forget, maybe Riverside or some cemetery here real recently, and all of a sudden, sirens are going off. I said, oh, wow. I mean, it's almost every time.
Cool, K-Dog. Yeah, it seems like all them things like happen at the worst times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and especially if you're trying to listen to the spirit box and you're like, oh my God, I can't hear. I mean,
what's worse is you forget about it and then you're editing. You got your headphones on, you got the sound up really loud, and then bam, blows your eardrums.
It did. I'll never forget. I was filming at the silos, just doing a vlog. I wasn't even doing investigations back then, and I was up on top of one of the old concrete slabs that are up there, and a train comes by. So I'll film it and I put it in as the opening to the video, and then you see it in the video. Mm-hmm. But when I was doing the edit and I forgot about that train, I had that up and it was like, and I said, okay. So I did the rest of that edit without headphones on.
Lynn says, Troy, I sported your sweatshirt today.
Sweet. Thank you, Lynn. We do appreciate that. Lots of love to you and Seth. We do appreciate your support. We appreciate everybody's support. Thank you to everybody. But yeah, that was trains and sirens. It's notorious anymore for me. Oh Lord. There is another place I was going to talk about. It's called Pritchard Park, and it's a place where we did a Halloween vlog about 3 years ago. I think it was our first year doing YouTube, and Mari, bless her heart, saw huge rats, and they are huge rats in that area of the park, and it scared her half to death. But it's also haunted, and it's haunted by Confederate soldiers who enjoy lounging on the park benches and wandering aimlessly around the park grounds around dusk. So I've not actually done a complete investigation there, but that'd be another place I'd like to just sit down. But it's quite hard because you're right in the center of downtown and there's cars constantly. So it'd be one of those things where I have to go maybe around 10 o'clock at night and on I guess like a Sunday or night or something to where it's not too busy.
Hi,
Thank you, Rob. Oh, Chad. Do appreciate it, Rob. And Amy's winning prize is on its way. I don't know if Marty missed it or not, but
I'm hoping yours is on the way too. I gotta check. I talked to Marty earlier and I was gonna check that. I forgot all about it.
That's cool.
They should be shipping already now, though, because they were the other day when I checked, they were printing them.
Oh, okay. And that's one thing I like about Teespring. It don't take long.
No,
At least it
seven
hasn't for us.
days you got them.
I think, Lynn, did you get yours pretty quick? Because when we've ordered for us, it's been not even really a week, and we got ours.
Okay, yeah, you're shipped already.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'll send you the tracking number.
All right, thank you.
Yay. Okay, I'm just going to send it to your messenger. You can check it later.
Thank you.
I'm excited, though.
Hmm.
I keep like telling my son-in-law or my future son-in-law, because he collects all kinds of the fidget spinners. I told him, I said, I'm getting one, and it was moved during an investigation. He's like, really? Yeah, and you're not getting it. He'll try though, but he ain't getting it.
I I did. I thought I told Marnie I was going to do this, but I guess either she forgot or I didn't tell her. I don't know how it went. So I thought, okay, so the fidget spinner is something that I thought was really interesting. It took a while for it to move. So if you're new to paranormal investigations, don't expect something to happen the first time you do something.
Exactly.
We took it to a cemetery where Marnie's uncle and some family are buried. Didn't do a thing. Took it to another cemetery. I don't remember which one it was. Didn't do nothing there. Then we finally took it to Newton Academy. That's where it moved, and it only moved that one time. I took it back and tried it again, and I've even tried another fidget spinner that I have, and nothing. So, but for it to move at one time was pretty remarkable. But it took a while.
And I mean, when you go back to places, you're not always going to get the same evidence anyway. I mean, every video that we have at the bridge is different.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about it.
Oh, I do too. Same thing with Helen's Bridge. Same way with any place. The haunted picnic area places. I mean, I do. I like to do Newton Academy. I love that cemetery, and I love going in there and just doing some type of an investigation of something.
Yeah.
And like you say, every time I get something different. But I'm kind of getting now to where I feel like the Civil War soldiers are kind of maybe getting used to me. So it's like I'm getting a little more like, they're hungry or, things like that. So I'm starting to get like they're talking to me. And that's very interesting. You don't get that at Helen's Bridge because there's so much different things going on up there that I think personally, with knowing that they have done Ouija boards and things like that, I believe there's been so much unleashed up there that it's just you're not going to capture the same,
right,
or get anybody or any spirit to really feel that comfortable with you. But Newton Academy is. We went a couple weekends ago to Bonaventure Cemetery, where Marnie has some family buried there too. And it's been a long time since I've been there, but that's another one of those I just love to go to. I feel peace in that place, which is good. I don't really feel a lot of evil, although there is probably some there, but it's a peaceful cemetery.
It sounds like it.
And somewhere, I don't remember who it was, but I seen a tweet, and I don't remember who was tweeting this out, was using that new Necrophonic app. and they said it's closest thing to a Ouija board. And I've been using it, and I don't really feel that.
I don't feel like it's that either.
No, I don't. And that was something I was going to talk about tonight. Was that because I don't feel. I mean, I've never done a Ouija board. I've never used one, but the things I've read and heard about from people, it's extremely dangerous. And
I've
this app,
never do it again.
but this app is to me. I think I'm just catching the words that spirits are saying, and that's about it. They're just you can hear what they're saying, or that's what it's supposed to be at least. So anyway, yeah, that was. I don't think it's quite a Ouija board at all.
I agree. I don't think it is either.
Mm-mm.
Oh my lord, Kato. I swear I went walking in Wesselman's Woods and saw a were chicken patty and a twin Twinkie bologna
Oh
ghost.
Lord.
Well, I would have probably pooped my pants. Something like that.
I would like to have seen that, but I don't know. There's part of me like I don't know if I want to see that.
I don't even know if I could film that. I would just probably be in shock.
Yeah, I would. I,
A twin Twinkie bologna ghost. That would probably be a sight.
oh wow. See, Rob says I'm back. Was just talking to Georgie. Good old Georgie, bless his heart. He never gets to come up on these streams,
I know.
and he
He
loves it.
did tell me that he's fixing to start being around more.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I guess they're finally getting settled in with their business and everything, and it's starting to do pretty good. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. I mean, yeah, it takes a lot of hard work to get started in on
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, and I wish them the best.
Poor Twinkies is right, Joe. That's good, K Dog.
yeah. oh lordy, but
I need my sense of humor back.
I try to keep mine around as much as possible.
Good night, Fergal. My favorite farmer. Love you.
Good night, Virgil. Thank you for
Your dad
being
took his toupee off and his teeth out. He's ready for bed.
here. Oh Lord. Good night, Frugal.
And we all miss him too, Rob.
Yeah, and Georgie was one of the ones that he would do a live stream. He'd have like tons of people in there,
Yeah.
and he like inspired, well, even me to do live streams because I thought, well, heck, I mean, it'd be fun to do. It looks enjoyable. He looked like he's having a good time with it.
Well, I met y'all through
Mhm.
George.
That's
So
right.
I'm really grateful for that. But
Yeah.
y'all were always really supportive of him.
No, I love his live streams. I mean, of course, he'd have those that were a little somber, a little, laid back, and then he'd have fun stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I always loved, I always look forward to Sundays when he would do his live stream, and I would sit back and just listen and type in occasionally, and yeah, I mean, I it was through James is how I found George. I mean, it's funny how you find people.
Mm-hmm.
This person helped this, whatever.
And I actually met George on Twitter. Um, I had posted something and then he messaged or I messaged him. I can't even remember now. And like from that day, we were talking constantly. Within the next week, we were talking on the phone. And the next week, it was like I was coming to visit him. And then I fell in love with him from day one.
He's good. He really, and it's like through George too. Still one found
Mm-hmm.
Rich, and then I hadn't seen Rich in a while. He's been pretty busy too, I guess.
Yeah, he said he's fixing to post a video about what's been going on and where he's been and everything. So he
Mm-hmm.
should be coming back soon.
Yeah, and that's going to be good because I'd always enjoyed going on his streams too. Um, so I mean, it's funny how you meet. I remember, of course, I was following Omar, James, and all that for a good long time. No Sarge and everybody, but I will never forget. I was getting up early for work, and that's when James surprised George. So I was actually in that stream when that happened, and I thought that was just the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Poor George, he was so I don't know, he just didn't have words. It was so cool.
I had a feeling that was happening because Rich kept telling me, I want to tell you so bad, but I can't. I can't tell you. And then he kept saying, well, um, it's a surprise. I want it to be a surprise. And I was like, okay. Well, then George was like, well, I can't wait anymore, Mom. I've got to tell you. He's like, we're going to an abandoned hospital. So all this time he believes they're going to an abandoned hospital.
Mhm.
And like he is so excited about going to this hospital. So he slipped and told me what was going on. Well, then that night when they were talking about it, Lainey had got on James's stream and then I was on George's stream.
Mhm.
She come ran in there. She said, James is at George's. James is at George's. And I'm like looking at his screen. I'm like, no, he's not. And then all of a sudden you hear a knock at the door and I just started screaming, what? What? That like the look on his face was so amazing.
It was priceless.
I
It
met y'all
was.
at Twinkie Bar and Grill. Oh my Lord, Rob.
Lord.
But yeah, that was one of the best surprises.
Yeah, that was good. That was really, really good. And I would love to see those guys hook up again because that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And what they went to the Stanley Hotel. I mean, that's pretty big. That's big time. That place is a big time place.
I remember Amy having a little over 430 subscribers. K Dog, I think you were there when I had like 10.
Oh yeah, that's something me and Marty was talking about not too long ago about how we got started and we had um, there was one. Okay, so my good friend Dave was like the first subscriber that, of course, you subscribe to your own channels. That's just natural. But he subscribed because he kind of was helping us, encouraging us to do it because he was really big in paranormal, still is. But he even gave us his EMF detector for a while. We used it. It was a great EMF detector.
Mhm.
You see those in videos, that was his.
Yeah.
And but and then Jenny the Fam was like the next one I think that subscribed, and then it just kind of here, there, then all of a sudden, boom, it went, and it's amazing going back and looking at your early videos, and you're like, oh God, did I really do that? Did I really say that? But you learn over time, and it's really cool.
Yeah. I think I was Amy's third subscriber and she's been stuck with me ever since. Yes, Rob, you and K Dog and Ray Ray, all them, y'all were like right from the get go.
Hmm.
But once you make a connection with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
like it's hard to get rid of them. I wouldn't get rid of you anyway, Rob. But
And I don't know if hey Beast Mode, how are you, buddy? Um, I don't know how this has worked out. We talked to April about this when her and Slim were here back in October, but um, so I'm not going to throw out names and stuff. But there are some I've reached out to, and it's like they totally ignore you. Don't want nothing to do with you.
right.
And those are the ones you're kind of like, you get to thinking, is it me? Is it my channel? Is it because I don't have that many subscribers? I mean, you get all these thoughts in your head. And then you have those who reach out and they reach out to you. And,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like with Melanie and Michael, Shiver and Shimmy, uh, Marnie reached out to them and they were, reached out to her and very responsive. And we've done quite a few different investigations with them and hung out just to go out to eat with them or stuff like that. Um, but if you're new to YouTube and you reach out to certain YouTubers, and it could be a lot of things. It could be maybe they just maybe they're real busy, can't get do anything right then. Um, and then there's some that just won't reach back out to you. But that happens. So, but don't get discouraged. Keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Because there's going to be somebody that's going to reach back to you. And
I mean, we have. I went into a live stream the other night, after mine, and a few people in the chat said hello to me, but everyone that was on the panel, not one person said anything to me. And I know when you're talking amongst yourself, it's hard to see when people come in, but I text several times. And they were answering questions in the chat that were like right there by mine. And I think it's just some people just don't care for you, and some people do. I mean, but I find that if I focus all my energy on the people that do care for us, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's what builds your channel, is having people that support you and care for you, and that you actually truly care about.
And so that's what I love about these live streams. I mean, we get everybody. It's our YouTube family is always in here, and we have new people like Beast Mode's new to the channel, but through Rob, that's where I've met Beast Mode through. But so I mean, you look at all these things, you see new people. I mean, K Dog's been back and forth, and we've seen him, known him for a long time with you and George and all, and so it's and it's good to see the same people come back. It means they care for you as much as you care for them.
Yeah,
and that's great. And like I was saying, if people don't reach back to you, don't worry about it. Just keep doing. To me, I like to collab with people that I can get along with, and I don't care if they have 2 subscribers or 2 million subscribers.
Right.
I mean, there could be people who has 10, 15 million subscribers, and you couldn't gel with them whatsoever. So,
Yeah, Beast Mode, he actually was here a long while back, and he was there all the time and stuff, and then he just disappeared on us. Now he's back, and I'm glad he's back. But he's right. We're all like second family, and I mean, most of you I consider like my first family. I would do for you just like I would my blood family, but.
And it's a good way to connect with people you don't know or never met. And I mean, I have, out of all the subscribers I have, it's not very many is family or close friends. So a lot of it is people I've never met. So that makes it wonderful, because I mean, I would have never met you all or anybody unless I started doing YouTube. And and I see people get discouraged sometimes, and I read Twitter quite a bit, and I probably read it more than I should, but I just scroll and I see people who are upset because so and so didn't reach back to them, or they can't grow their channel because they're stuck at 100 subscribers. And it's just just I mean, I got excited. And this is what's so funny. Every time I'd reach another 100, I would screenshot it. So one of these days I'm going to print all those out. I'm going to put them in a book or something. And just go through and say, okay, this date was 100 subscribers. This date was, and it's rewarding to go back and look and say, wow, some people only took 2 months and they got a ton of subscribers. Some took 5 or 6 years.
I mean, I love the way we're growing, just because we have such a special connection with 90% of the people that have subscribed to us. But I mean, we've had people that come onto our channel and we've shouted them out and tried to help them get to 100, and now they're past us.
And
it's just that we do ours a little different than other people. But I definitely love the way that we're growing, because it means
it the thing is, well, here's a good example. I mean, a slow growth is much better than a fast growth,
Right.
and the reason why I say that, I mean, you could go collab. I don't know. I like throwing Omar's name out there because I like Omar so well. But I love his vlogs. Those are great things too. But you could go, let's say, work with Omar. Let's say you had about 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
You work with somebody like him. Maybe you end up now with 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
But how much of those are going to be loyal? You know,
Exactly.
and how much is
It
going to
can
come
be
back?
because I mean, and it's I mean, you can look at it. If it was the case that if you worked with somebody bigger than you, you would automatically get that many subscribers. That is not the case. If it was, James would have as many subscribers as Omar.
Yeah.
Um, but even like George and Rich, they both worked with Omar and James. They both filmed with both of them, and
Mhm.
yeah, they got a couple hundred subscribers out of it. But like some of them stayed, some of them didn't.
Right.
And a lot of people get to where they focus only on the negative aspects of it. Well, I did this, I should have a lot more subscribers,
Hmm.
blah blah blah. No, be
No.
thankful for the ones that you have.
Yes.
They did
Yes.
stick around.
Yes. And excuse me. Hey, farm girl. Hope
Hi,
you're
fun
doing
girl.
well tonight. I've seen people worry about views and things like that, and I read that, and to me it's like, yeah, I love to help you, but I'm only one person, so I can, like, watch your videos and I'll do that. But um, some of my videos, I mean, I don't stress over the views so much. I just know that over time they're going to be watched. Uh,
Exactly.
and just take your time, and don't stress and worry about it, because it's going to come. It will be there. I mean, I got a few video. I think the most viewed video I got is a flood in Biltmore.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with paranormal. It was just I filmed some
Exactly.
flooding, and I had some dislikes and stuff on it, but I don't really. I mean, I'm always usually getting at least one dislike every time I put a video up, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. It's a view. Thanks for watching.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
you know, yeah, like Helen's Bridge, I've got over 2,000 on maybe one or two videos of that one, of doing stuff at Helen's Bridge, and that's because it's real well known. Um, Most people don't go looking at Chicken Alley or something and say, "Oh, I want to watch it," because I can't really do an investigation there, but it's not a real well known urban legend or a haunting, and it's I just think everybody should just you know try to just enjoy doing it, and don't try to kill yourself doing YouTube either.
Yeah.
Do what you can do.
I mean, we even have people saying, how did that video get that many views? Well,
Hmm.
and of course you're going to have them haters that constantly are negative about everything, and you just really would rather not talk to them. You'd rather like stab your foot with a tack. Okay, our first Goatman's Bridge video has
Hmm.
over 6,000 views. That's over a 3-year time span.
Hmm.
We didn't get 6,000 views right off the bat.
No.
That's been over time, people watching it, us changing the thumbnail, us changing the tags in it, us changing this in it just to
Hmm.
try to get it out there more.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't want to do the work either.
Mm-mm.
They will, just sit there and say, how come I'm not getting this? How come you've got to put your name out there?
Yeah.
You can't just start a channel and then expect it to grow. You've got to go to live streams. You've got to talk to people. You've got to get to know people.
Hmm.
And I hate to say it, but having a YouTube channel is like having a job.
It is.
You have to work that channel
Hmm.
and put yourself out there, or
Right.
else you're not going to get any.
Hmm. And it depends on what you're doing. Like, if you're doing a lot of indoor stuff, you're probably going to be okay. But if you do a lot of stuff like we do outdoors, you got
Mm-hmm.
to plan for weather. You got to plan for, do you have an appointment that day? Do you have to go here this day?
You got to
And
moolah that day.
hmm, yeah, do you got the money to travel to this place that day?
I
I
mean,
mean,
you
there's a lot
honestly
of
have to think
factors.
of this as a business. And people say, oh, it's not a business, it's just for fun. No, the
Yeah.
first time you put into your channel is a business.
Mm-hmm.
And as much money as we put into our channel, I'm going to treat it like a business. I'm not going to let it just fall under and not,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to take care of it.
Yeah. And you got to. And when we first started filming, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who dealt with this too, um, I was using my phone to film.
Mhm.
And so I was trying to get out there because there's only so much memory you have. So
Right.
I try to put videos up as much as possible. So me and Marty started filming. We were going out almost every single day after I got off work, and that was about 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So before I started doing caregiving work, I was working for a grocery store. So anytime I had after 3 o'clock is when we would go film. And so for the first several months, we were busting butt, going here, there, wherever, doing a blog, doing an investigation. A lot of it was blogs at the time, and trying to just push stuff out there because I didn't have the memory card at the time to hold on to things. Like now, I've got several videos I had to put up, and and that takes time editing. So um, even if you only film for 30 minutes, you still got to edit something.
Exactly. Rob, that is very smart. He said, recently the video I did on Chief Okamos, I can't ever say that name, Okamos, went from 23 views to almost 500 views in 2 days. I shared it with the community where he lived at, and I've made a few friends from there.
Very good.
That's a very good idea,
Hmm.
Rob.
Yeah, that's a good one. And in retweeting videos, I've done bad not to do that, and I should do it more. Retweeting videos and stuff. Um, that can help because it gets you got a new audience and they had never seen whatever before, so that's a good way to grow it.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I love, and I don't do enough on it now like I wanted to, but my Facebook group page and um, I like to see it grow. I've got 40 people in there, so that's good, but I just don't get to do as much. And I have people like KJ and others like posting unique little stuff on there, which is cool.
I
But
don't get on there
you
as
know,
much as I need to either. As busy as everybody gets, you forget. I
yeah,
forget a lot to go
you
check
do.
out people's pages and stuff like that. And I'm very guilty of that. But
Hmm.
I try to at least
Yeah.
get. But and my deal now is everybody's like and I'm guilty of it too. The notifications are bad. I didn't get a notification. Well,
Hmm.
90% of us post on Twitter what time we're going to be
Hmm.
going live, and most of us are on at the same time every week.
Yeah, and
So
that's
what I do is I have a calendar here and I have the days blocked off, and I just have people's channels in them that I know is going live that day at that time.
hmm
And that makes it so much easier for me.
yeah, and it helps out a lot because I mean that's why. I mean, every now and then we all have to switch around. I know you and April switch days. I've gone like on a Sunday so. I mean, that's few and far between. So,
And
um,
generally, we let everybody know if we are because,
mhm.
we don't want to mix them up or confuse them. And speaking of Twinkie, she's on her way home from work. She said she'd be here
Mhm.
soon.
Cool. Hope she's feeling better. I know her and Sam love
I hope
things.
so too.
Love them to death.
She's
I really do.
slowly getting there.
Hmm.
Thing is, with YouTube, it can make you very wealthy as well. There's a YouTube from the UK who built his own house.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, YouTube money is like way far out there for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I do good to make $150 every 3 months, 3 or 4
I'll make.
months.
But
I mean,
yeah, if you're phase rug, yeah, you're building a
yeah, you're
mansion
building
on
houses, but
YouTube. But that can all crumble too. So thing is with Omar, if and I go back to Omar a lot because I bless his heart, he's out there filming and
or
everywhere he can go. But and there's others who do that too. I mean, you look at what was the other one? I was jeez um oh, what was his name? I think Ace Adventures or something. He films like abandoned stores and malls and stuff. So he's like all over the place. And there's people like that I've seen that they work their tails off to because that is their income. And yeah, kudos to them because they have worked. I mean, some had jobs and then just quit because YouTube went crazy for them, and they started making tons of money. So it
Yeah.
can happen, but it takes a long time.
My deal is I get so, and I mean, it's really none of my business, but I get so upset when people say anything to Omar or James or any of them about what they spend their money on.
Mhm.
This is their job.
Mhm.
You go out and buy your own stuff with your money when you get paid.
Yeah.
You know, Omar has worked his arse off to get where he's at,
Mhm.
and he has donated so much of his money.
Mhm.
I mean, that's why I told him the other night when he come in that I love his car. I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy for him for getting it. You know, you can't do anything really on here with people without people judging you.
Yeah. Yeah. You got people who are jealous. That don't help. Yeah, it's crazy. But you go back. How long has he been on YouTube now? Probably
6 years,
six,
six,
7 8 years, something like that. It took a while.
yeah. It didn't happen overnight. He struggled just like we all are.
Yeah, he was cutting hair before that.
Yeah.
So,
So that just, it's like I want to scream at these people, but then I don't want to disrespect his channel, you know, or anything else. But
right.
it's so annoying.
Hmm. Yeah, Lynn, you're right. Well, and see, like if I was making money off of YouTube, I mean, I would think of it this way: depending on what you do, as far as your channel, like if you're a DIY at homer type person, there was a guy that we met a few years back. I'm subscribed to his channel. Barlow Barbecue is the name of it, and he does his barbecues here, in the area. So he doesn't, you don't see him traveling doing videos. So if you're doing that, that's one thing. But if you are paranormal, if you're a vlogger, if you are whatever that has to do with outside the home, that's gas
Mhm.
money, that's time away from family, it's a lot. It's just like a traveling salesman or whatever. I mean, you're gone away from home for a long time. And if you don't do that, you're not going to grow. So,
Exactly. I will play her. I'll tell them.
excuse me. And I want to really do more places. And there's some places in Tennessee I saw when I was over there a couple weeks ago. And I like to get down to I think it's called the Trivet Clinic where April's at. Love to go film there. So there's places. I with my job I had to plan accordingly and have somebody who can stand in for me while I'm gone. So that hey buddy, how's it going?
Exactly.
So it takes planning, and unless you're like a single person and you don't really have a ton of responsibility, like family or wife, kids, things like that. You can, you might have a little more leeway, but
Mm-hmm. And I get where a lot of these people say, "Well, you put yourself out there, so you are putting yourself in the spotlight." But
uh
me putting
yeah,
myself in the spotlight for what I'm doing on my channel,
hmm
you shouldn't be concerned about anything that has to do with anything. Jay says, I think a lot of people are opening up a bit more with the paranormal as technology gets better with it. I also watch and the stuff he gets through his box is amazing.
hmm
And see, that's another good thing. We can all agree to disagree.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, and
there's a lot of channels, but I don't tell anybody else not to go to them either.
uh, but he's right though. As technology gets better and better, the paranormal part will really pick up even more. I mean, now you got REM pods. Now you got SB7s you didn't have years ago. You got the EMF that works. I mean, there's all things that people back, back in the '90s when I knew a few people that would do paranormal stuff. It was mainly just taking pictures and a voice recorder. That was pretty much all you could do. There's a lot of stuff you can that can help you out now, and these new
Yeah,
cameras are great.
true. I'm the same way. I get out one time a month to vlog, so when I do get out, I make it count. That is very true, and that's
But
my deal from here on out. Is we go to a place, it's going to be over a weekend, and I'm
mm-hmm,
going to try to get as many videos at that placard. Get away for a whole entire weekend,
mm-hmm,
or even every. I'm good to have a day off a week. Now I'm working on 20 straight.
right.
So getting out to film is gonna. That's why I got to make up with all this other stuff I do. Don't forget
Mm.
about us. That's how
Yeah,
hard
that's why I like
it
live.
is.
Mm-hmm. Always tough, and even putting videos out.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do one yesterday, just didn't have time to. But I'll probably try to put that down tomorrow. But um, so everybody's schedule is different, so I can do stuff during the day for about 6 hour period, but I have to factor in shopping, I have to factor in either appointments or somebody needs to go here, there, whatever. And so when I'm like you, if I can go somewhere and film and get 2 or 3 videos out of it, that's great.
Land
Yeah, Rob, you
on
keep doing
him
what you're doing.
to come down here smack.
And Rob, I try to
I
get
can't
onto
do
your
that.
live stream as much as possible too. Um, so keep doing what you're doing, Rob. You're doing fine.
Yeah,
And you got
I think
bad
we're all.
weather up there. Mm.
Are you shuffling cards?
Hey, me?
Yeah.
No, I moved a piece of paper out of my way, but that's
Oh,
about
okay.
it.
It sounded like like when you do the bridge in the cars.
Uh,
That's what it sounded like.
once I got a spirit here playing cards, and if it is, I need to cut some my
Oh,
way.
it is. I know who it is.
Yeah, oh God, yeah, right.
I thought it was weird the other night, Troy. We had Tex up on our live stream, and he was in his truck driving home,
hmm
and he had on one of them headset deals, and so he was in a bad spot. So the signal was going in and out and everything. Well, I heard a female talking, and I heard a male talking. And I
Oh,
asked him if he was by himself, and he said yes. And then I said, "Well, do you have your radio on?" He said, "No." And I said, "Well, there was a female talking, and I knew it was coming from him because his deal was bleeping."
hmm.
I said, "There was a female talking on yours and a male talking on yours that was not you."
Wow, yeah, that was something coming through.
So it's weird, but like when I hear noises like that, I'm just like, "Hey, what was that?" Have
Yeah,
you
Jay. Yeah,
got?
Jay, I still got the dolls. I got
Yeah.
both of them.
Oh Lord, Kato. You threaten to come down here smacking and crunching, I might move.
There's Jane.
Hi, Jane. Beautiful,
She.
beautiful, beautiful lady.
I haven't done a lot with Jane lately. I took her to the river about a month or so ago, and she kind of grown on me, and I was like totally against having that doll in this house. But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Lainey's been having dreams about dolls, and I had a dream about a doll the other day,
Oh Lord.
and it was an ugly doll.
Ugh.
But I don't know where these dolls came from.
Mhm.
but Lainey's been dreaming about dolls a lot. And I said, well, Lynn has a doll that she wanted to send to us. And she said, no, Mama. She said, these were not like any other dolls that I was like, well, let's just hope you're just dreaming that.
In case I wouldn't have that doll anywhere near my house. You know, and I when Marty got it, it was a big, huge surprise. And I know Amy, you were you. Let's see, did I do the live stream?
Yes, I was on that live stream.
You were on that live.
Yes.
Okay, so Amy was there, maybe April, but anyway, um, I was like dead set against this thing because I didn't know it at first. She gave me a present. It was like an early month ahead present, birthday present, and then I open it up and it's there it is, and uh, I was like, oh God, no, man, and it was just me and Marty argued about that for a little while, but then it finally got to the point to where Jane's kind of just she kind of just hangs around now. She
She's
never
a
did.
mess.
She's nice. I think she's got a good spirit to her, and and I think KJ says something about maybe like a mischievous a little bit, but nothing evil. So
Yeah,
that's been good. And then Mike, the other doll, uh, not much going on with him. So
I've actually grown very attached to Jane, but at first I was scared crapless for them because Marty kept saying, "Oh, she's ugly. Oh, she stinks."
yeah.
Please don't say that stuff to her. She's gonna come in y'all's bedroom at night time.
Mhm. And I mean, we've had like like what was it, the spray can for like um,
Mhm.
non-stick spray cans, what it was, fell on the floor one day, and just kind of like little weird stuff going on, um, but nothing like major, which has been cool.
Yeah, and she's either holding back because she likes y'all, or
Hmm.
she's just chill.
Yeah,
She's not there to.
I think when I took her to the river, it seemed like that was kind of a peaceful thing for her.
Hmm.
I was kind of hoping it might be a little bit, but I didn't want to like take her to the river and all of a sudden crap started happening.
Chaos, yeah.
She's mad. But
But
that
a
I
lot of
think
these people that get these dolls and stuff. Good night, Jenny. Love you.
good night.
A lot of these people that get these dolls, as soon as they get them, they start doing investigations with them. They start doing the spirit box with them. They start doing Ouija board with them.
Hmm.
And then they wonder why they got so much crap happening. I think y'all did it right. You just kind of slowly worked her into your investigation, and you really weren't fully on investigating with her. You were just taking her places and seeing if she picked up anything or, you know,
Right. And I would put cameras on her, while we left the house or at night while we were sleeping. And other than shuffling feet, let's see, what else did we? Because when I first started leaving her in the house when we would leave with a camera on her, the dogs were on the other side of the house, so it'd been they stay in a room so they can't be out tearing things up.
yeah,
But anyway, so you would never heard them. So you would hear things like shuffling feet. It sounded like drawers being opened and shut. Um, and I told Marty, I said, it's a good possibility that what we are hearing was spirits that are already here to begin with, and it had nothing to do with Jane.
yeah.
Or it could be Jane's intensified it a little bit, but I'm trying to think if there's anything. Nothing major happened. I mean, let's see, the EMF would sometimes flicker a little bit.
The Alexa.
Yeah, Alexa would be something that would kick on here and there. Um, Even the REM pod didn't go off there. So, I mean, it was just, I don't think it's a real bad spirit in Jane. I think it's cool, and she's just
Right.
like, I'm here, whatever. I'm kind of worried about taking her like to Hell's Bridge or something like that because I don't want nothing to attach itself to it.
Exactly.
And I pretty much keep her, if she's peaceful, just let her be peaceful. Standing over you with a knife. Okay. I hope not. I hope not. That'd be awful. And several different people do have like dolls and stuff like that, and like you say, they just do the wrong things with them. But if you do it right, it's kind of like what's it, divot box or whatever. That can be a bad thing. But I guess if you leave it alone, it won't nothing happen to you.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't open it.
don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like with
I
Jane. I'm not
definitely
really
don't.
trying to open.
I don't want one of them because I know me,
Hmm.
and I would be like, well, I really want to know what's inside of there.
Right.
I know me all too well. I would not be able to get one.
I'd be like you. I'd be curious, like what in the
Yeah.
world.
And that's just the investigator in me, and
Hmm.
the adrenaline junkie, and, you know, just curiosity killed the
Hmm.
cat many times over. And that's so I don't want one.
No, no, I don't want a David box at all. And I'm good with the dolls we got. I think that's all I need.
Yeah.
Unless I had a museum, then I would definitely try to add stuff to it.
Yeah. And see, I've always wanted to do stuff like that, like have all the haunted stuff, but like have it safely put somewhere. But I don't have a place where I could put any of that right now. So,
I don't know. If I ever do, though, I will definitely add a big collection.
hmm yeah, if I saw one nailed or in a case nailed shut, I'll be out. Base, my aunt has like 300 porcelain dolls all over her house. Twinkie's mom has a bunch of porcelain dolls in her house.
Hmm.
And so, like, the dolls just creep me out anyway, even if they're not haunted.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is about dolls, but I do want to go to the island of the dolls.
Yeah, that would be interesting. So
Even though I still want to
hmm I don't know. Wasn't it Annabelle that she wasn't in a case all the time?
go.
She was, and there's April.
Hey, Twinkie.
They had to end up putting her in that case.
Hey everybody.
Yeah, they had to put her in it because there was 2 accidents caused by her because people
Hmm.
were touching her.
No, they were taunting her. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't do that. I don't do that to Jane. You know, I just, I mean, there's a respect level you have to have, not a
Well,
fear, but a
how
respect.
stupid do these people have to be? I mean, you know that it's said to be a haunted doll,
Hmm.
but yet you're going to sit and taunt it,
Right.
knowing that things could happen.
What's
Hmm.
wrong? What's going on?
Oh, we're
We're
talking about
just talking about dolls.
haunted dolls and stuff,
Oh,
and how like um, there's G Ball, he's back. How people will taunt them, or even nothing else, use Ouija boards to try to conjure stuff up.
that's called stupidity.
Hmm.
Good night, Rob. Love you.
Not
Good night.
Rob.
Hey G Paul, hi Beast. Good night, Rob.
You
I'm going to
know,
write some ibuprofen real quick,
sure.
and I'll be right back.
April, how are you and Slim?
We slowly but surely get better.
That's good.
I just now got home from work.
Did you?
Supposed to got off at 8:30.
Good Lord. It's well past 8:30.
Yeah, they decided to tell us tonight that the big boss is coming in the morning, and they need everything extra cleaned, extra good, and all this good crap.
Mm-hmm. I've dealt with that
Two
several
people
times.
that were scheduled to work get nominated.
You thought you were gonna get home early, be able to chill, but then they say, "Oh, by the way, the big man's coming in."
Yeah.
I run into that several times. I hated that. when I was at Home Depot, we had to work till 11, 12 o'clock on Wednesday nights. And then we get this thing from the store manager, and he would say, "Oh yeah, the DM's coming tomorrow. We'd be there till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning."
And
Luckily, though, I'd have the next day off. But
there's more people on day shift
mhm,
back there in the deli where we're at. There's two of us at night.
mhm,
It looks like they would have started doing some of this today.
yeah,
They even wanted us to go into the freezers now, in our freezers in the deli department. Want us to sweep out all those floors,
mhm.
then spray them down, and then squeegee them out. You cannot squeegee the what is it called? Diamond plated
Um,
floors.
mhm.
You can't
Yeah.
squeegee them things.
No, because all you're doing is it's just bouncing. Is all
Yeah,
you're going.
and then to spray the liquid in a freezer.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
So it's like a skating ring in there right now.
Mhm.
That's on them.
Let them deal with it.
That's the boss. That's the one that wrote down for what us to do. So that's on them.
I've never heard of any. I mean, my time working in grocery store. I mean, we had coolers. We didn't have a freezer, but I mean, it would be cold enough, and there was just the water. But I mean, luckily, nothing froze over. But I can only imagine having water in a freezer. Why in the world would you have a water? Why would you do that? It makes no sense.
They go out in the morning when they go ice skating.
Yeah, they can go ice skating and going to the ER right after that. Hey, Slim. But yeah, that's not. No, that's not good.
Hey, player, I got your package today. I haven't opened it yet. I'll open if I get to do my live stream tomorrow night. I'll open it then.
Slim, how far along are you on Gunsmoke? Are you done?
No,
No, not done.
no,
He's close though.
yeah.
I was sleeping and someone woke me up and beat on me.
He is lying because I ain't even step foot in there.
Oh my gosh. Oh God. JC, you should potentially slip over and get a nice clean.
Yeah,
Well,
it wouldn't. I do something intentionally, and I'm really gonna get hurt really bad.
mhm.
Okay, I'm back. Player, Twinkie's the same.
Huh?
I was asking Player if me and your packages were the same, because if they are, I'll open mine with you tomorrow.
Okay.
So Slim's on season 20, episode 8, so he's almost done.
Yeah, you have to be careful when y'all open it. Are they the same player as Twinkie?
That's kind of making me scared. Just be careful when you open it.
Yeah, well, that was pretty good.
Is the spider gonna jump out?
I was like, they're better
Open
than
together,
chicken
same but
patty.
not. She said open together, same but not the same. Okay.
I was like, there better not be a chicken patty in there wrapped up.
Yeah, the smell of the bag and see. Okay, well, I'll keep mine put up then. I've been looking at it this evening.
I went and picked it up before I went into work, and I got in the car, and I was like, it's tempting, but I'm gonna wait. I didn't even have to open my box. Apparently, the guy at the post office, he knows my car going out there, and he didn't even. I didn't even get to open my mailbox. He opened the door and just hands the package out the door.
I had Lainey go get mine. Blair Jackson said that it was delivered, so I text Lainey and I said, "Go to the post office today."
Slim said, mine didn't come, player. Did yours, Troy, or not? Oh no, I don't have any videos of the geyser from '04. I know I've been there as a kid, but I've never went
Welcome
out.
back, Brendan. Oh,
Troy, did you send me an email or something? Slim said you texted to get my email.
Oh yeah, Marnie did actually.
I
Um,
haven't got one from you or Morning.
oh really? Well, she sent it whatever email address Slim sent. That's what she used.
well, make
Uh,
sure she put mail and not Gmail
oh
Yeah, because
man.
mine's mail.com.
because hers
Oh,
is mail.com because I did that the first time I sent her one too.
oh okay. Oh, it was about the Zoom thing, but there was something she was looking at for. It's like Valentine's, but it's like ended up being like $60 a person. So we're like, nah, that's a little too much. But we still have the coupon for Zoom, and we haven't decided when we want to do that yet. But if you and Slim can come up and want to do it, that'd be cool too. That's what she was sending you the email about.
Oh, well, okay.
But
Mojo.
Do I have to order the tickets first?
um, Marnie got okay. So what we got was she got a gift certificate for us to go for Christmas. Well, at Christmas was my Christmas gift. Um, let's see. I guess you could order online like you could like anything else. I'm assuming. I have
She'll
to ask Marnie.
she'll just have to send me all the information.
Yep, I will. I'll have her do that.
Hey, Brendan. Hey, Purple.
Hi, Slam.
Yeah, Joe. I like to do the geyser sometime. I don't. Whenever I get down to Old Fort, I'll actually film it. I don't, and maybe do both a vlog and an investigation.
Yeah, if y'all would, keep Michael's family in your prayers. His cousin that we go visit in prison,
Hmm.
his dad just died yesterday.
Mm.
We're
Definitely
praying.
keep in prayers for sure.
I'm feeling a little bit better,
Now,
Brendan.
he's been sick for a while
Yeah,
because I remember we used to pray for him. We had him on the list for a long while.
yeah, he
Mhm.
passed yesterday.
Oh, it's sad.
Yeah, because his intentions were when he got out that he was gonna go move in and take care of his dad.
Oh, so does he know about it?
I think so. I'm not sure. I haven't even asked him. Glenn might know.
Doing Slim. It's been a very bad Monday.
Yeah.
It started off so bad. Usually when we have roast and stuff like that, I'll go the night roast in the crock pots and stuff, and then let them cook overnight. Well, for some reason, I was under the impression we were having something totally different today, so I did not go start them. So at 5 o'clock this morning, starting 13 roasts that are frozen to be done
Oh no.
at 11 a.m. Actually, by 10:30 a.m.
Oh no.
So that was fun. And everything that
Not
could go wrong
purple.
today went wrong.
Yeah, Slim said. Michael said that his cousin in prison called him this morning.
I hope he's taking it okay. I know it's hard.
Hmm.
We'll be praying for all of them.
Absolutely.
Good night, Purple.
I told you could have sent me some of that energy, Slim. I would have gladly took it today.
Yeah, I got home from work. Like I said, I just got home from work, and he was in there asleep. He's usually up when I.
He said he drank coffee. I remember reading the post or whatever it was this morning. It said something about he drank coffee and did like 5 or 6 different chores in probably
Mm-hmm.
a short amount of time or something like
Yeah.
Well, he got our Keurig, or was it called Keurig?
Keurig. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
got it all fixed because it wasn't working. He got it fixed, and I bought some coffee and stuff. And he told me this morning, he said, "That coffee you got's pretty good." I guess it was if he was wired.
Mm-hmm.
that.
I'm drinking decaf coffee now, so that's not fun.
He made me some hot chocolate last night,
Ooh, that sounds good.
and then he's like, "Where?" He said, "You not got no mushrooms?" And I'm like, "What?" And he meant marshmallows.
Well, you didn't bring me any hot chocolate, Slam.
And my mom told me last night that because there's little round things you got to buy to put in. They're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom said that her and my aunt saves the little cups and puts coffee back in them, and then puts like a cellophane or something over top of it.
Yeah,
She can
you
use
can
it.
put full on them too.
Huh?
You can put full on them too.
Well, that's what I said. Michael said that might be too tough, and that's full. That's on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can
Just
go to Amazon
Yeah.
and you can order the big cases of them for a lot cheaper.
What?
Yeah.
I order hot chocolate for my dad and I order the coffee for my mom, and it's like $10, $15 cheaper for most of them on there.
I think Casey gets hers at Walmart, and she said for like a pack of 18, she can get it's only $4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, depending on which brand you get and stuff. Yeah, you can get some that are fairly cheap, but some of them, the taste is off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have some at Dollar General that are pretty cheap, and they taste just fine to me.
Yeah, we get a case from Save More, so kind of like a secondhand grocery store or whatever. But anyway, they have like I think it's like 30 in a box for $2, $3, something like that.
Really?
Not bad. They're not bad at all. Yeah,
You come back up here, you're gonna have to stick us where that's at then.
I definitely will. Because they usually have like end caps full of one
They
back
said, I
and
used to
all.
What? What, Twinkie?
I said B said he just used to eat the powder, the hot chocolate. He just used to eat the powder.
Ooh.
I knew a guy when I worked at Home Depot that he would take a scoop full of that instant coffee, put it in his mouth, and chase it down with coffee.
No.
Oh my God.
Yep. And you talk about wire all night long. We worked overnights. Yeah, he was.
A spoonful of that's like drinking 4 cups of coffee.
Yeah, he would do that. He would every time he'd take a sip, he'd take a spoonful of that.
Hey,
Now I have.
Blew my mind.
Slim, who was beating
I have seen them deals where like them teenagers are cramming for an exam or something, and they take a spoonful of instant coffee and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
you?
I just feel that'd be nasty.
I don't want coffee. I like the ice caramel lattes. I like too.
Mm-hmm.
No, Joe, I've never done the Grove Park Inn. Would like to. I've had some stories about. I think they're a little funny about that now. Yeah, I'll get. You don't have a Save More where you're at, April.
Uh-uh.
You got Ingles, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Ingles has got them or not, but it may just be a Save More thing. But Ingles might carry them. I'll get a picture.
I'm sure Eagles don't carry for no $2-3 though.
Here goes the deck of cards again.
Deck of cards again.
Yes. Do y'all hear that? It sounds like Troy's shuffling cards.
Yeah, I heard that.
Did you?
Do y'all
Like
hear
I,
that noise again? Do I need to put my earbuds in?
I don't hear it this time.
no, it's fine. We get those reusable K cup things, the filter things, and sometimes if we're out of the cup things, we'll just get regular coffee and just scoop it into those things and use it. Well, we got a ton of coffee. Yeah, we got a lot. Got unnecessarily a lot of coffee.
That's it got to where I was drinking 3, 4, and 5 cups of coffee a day just to kind of get through the day.
Mhm.
But I got so used to having that coffee and drinking it throughout the day and stuff. Now, when they told me I couldn't drink no more right now, and I had to switch to decaf, the taste is still there, but like I am so drained.
Mhm.
I can definitely tell it. I need the caffeinated.
Mhm.
So I go to the doctor Thursday. I'm gonna try to fix that.
Me and Marnie used to do half calf. That's what she was drinking when we
Yeah,
first met.
yeah,
But for me, I rather have full calf.
me too. Well, the decaf that I'm getting, Slim, it tastes just like the regular caffeinated because I get it from the company that we order our groceries from. So it's actually a good quality decaf. But I tried that the other day. I would make me a cup and then I'd put just a little bit of caffeinated in it, and then I got to where I was like, yeah, I just did that 5 different times. So now I've already had a little over a full cup of caffeinated when I'm not supposed to have it.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know how much longer I'll be doing the produce thing because I got news that they were going to start. They're thinking about having them cut the produce at night and keep it
Hmm.
in the cooler, and so they'll be ready and they'll just have it in the morning. I done told them I already work enough at nighttime.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm not going to come in at no 5 o'clock at night or in the evening to come and cut fruit.
Right.
right.
That's ridiculous. Either they keep me on daytime doing it, or I'm just gonna have to find somebody else.
I
I mean,
don't blame
what hours and stuff, but I'm not doing that. Which they don't know. I'm looking at other places to work anyway.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing them a favor. Now you might be paying me, but I'm still doing you a favor coming here and getting it done. But they gonna be that, they can have it.
you. Mhm.
Now my uncle, he drinks coffee all day long. That's all he drinks.
Mhm.
Once in a while, he'll grab a beer, but otherwise, he drinks.
Forget water.
My mom used to. Now she can't drink it after a certain time. She got so scared after her heart attack anyway. She
Yeah,
only drink.
it'd be 140 degrees outside.
Do what?
It could be 104 degrees out. My
Oh
uncle,
yeah,
it could be 104
yeah.
degrees outside, and he's a cup. So they say it makes you cooler.
Hmm. Well, I don't drink regular coffee anyway. I mean, I drink hot coffee like if we go out and eat breakfast or something. But when I'm at work, I make me iced coffees.
Iced coffee.
I can't do iced coffee. I just can't get.
I love iced coffee. Iced coffee is my favorite. Well, I'd rather have like a frappe,
Mhm.
but and I love hot coffee too. But I love cold coffee just as much.
Now you know how they say green tea is good for you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, I just seen a video, and this guy was saying they were doing a video to where wherever they would go to, if they liked the order that the person just did in front of them, then they'll pay for the person's order and behind them if they like
Hmm.
the order they got. Well, the first place they went to was Starbucks, and they they had 2 drinks. The girl, she said the one was good, and then the guy and the other one was a green tea
Hmm.
with 10 pumps of raspberry.
Ooh.
And he said that drink was amazing.
Raspberry.
Yes, they
Now,
squirt 10 pumps of tell them to squirt 10 pumps of raspberry in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they said it was really good.
I won't drink any tea from Starbucks, and it's not because their tea is bad, but because Tori had her best friend lived with us for several years, and her drink that she would drink there was the green tea frappe.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would get in our car and we kept smelling something, and it was god awful. Could not find it nowhere. And finally one day I got climbed all the way back in the back, and I was looking, trying to figure out what it was. And she had drank like half of her drink and left it sitting in the cup holder down in front of the floorboard part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I almost vomited like 40 times trying to get that cup out of the car. And it was so nasty. And so now anytime anybody even remotely says anything about tea at Starbucks, I'm like, nope, you ain't getting that. Get something different.
I think I'm trying to see one.
God awful.
Now I have changed my mind about well, me and Slim had went the other day and to take Kylie home and stuff, and we had stopped at McDonald's on the way home because Cameron was somewhere else, eating and stuff, or staying all night. So it was just me and him, and me and him both had a stomach ache from at McDonald's. But I had seen, I think Twinkie, you said you seen it too. They were showing where you pump your ketchup in those little cups if you're like in, and it showed maggots in the bottom of the nozzle in that thing. So I will.
Oh my God.
It showed maggots in the the hose that comes out of it and you pump. In the bottom where the ketchup comes through. Apparently the people are not cleaning it every night or whatever.
Oh my God.
And it showed maggots. It showed a picture of it.
Guess I'm gonna have to start bringing my own daggone ketchup everywhere.
Or get it in a package. I don't want to.
Ooh. Well, I'm the same way with the chicken broth and stuff inside the cardboard deals. I will never use that again.
Oh, really?
After what came out of the one that I got, I was making chicken and dumplings, and the chicken, I wasn't making a big pot, so I got a little bit of chicken broth to go with the chicken that I was boiling. And I opened it up, and usually I pour it into like a cup or something first. But this time I didn't. I was in a hurry, and I poured it in there, and all this slimy, nasty, gross looking come out of it. And I took pictures of it and all that, took it up to the store, and she's like, "You want to get you another one?" I said, "No, I don't want to get another one. I want to get my money back."
You ruined your whole pot. A chicken and dumplings in it.
Yeah. So I ended up having to get more chicken, and I didn't get no broth. I just got more chicken. Luckily, I didn't have all my biscuits and all that and stuff in there yet.
I usually use those bouillon cubes.
See, now that's what I mostly use those. But I was looking for something quick because I was in a hurry, and then it ended up taking me forever to do it anyway because of that.
That's something I ain't made in a long time. Chicken though.
Night Beast Mode, thank you for being here.
Well, that's Cody's favorite winter meal, so we make it a lot. But
Good night, Beast Mode. That used to be Cameron's favorite.
I mean, K-Dog, don't get me started on the rice either.
Very cool drink at Subway, of all places. It was they had, what is it, Coke, Pepsi, or whatever brand, but they had like these mixture drinks beside them. And the one I got, and Marty didn't care for it, but I loved it. It was watermelon and cucumber. And that was pretty good.
We do that at work with our water deal. Some days we'll put cucumber in it, and then some days we'll put like orange slices. Some days we'll put like mint.
My
they like the water.
My mom was talking about He said for dinner she said she had a bed of lettuce, break up a bunch of lettuce, and she said she put cottage cheese
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
on it and sliced pear.
Yeah, I eat that all the time. That's good.
I do not like cottage cheese.
Even like on my chef salads, me and my brother both will put cottage cheese on it.
Michael does too. He likes
I love it.
I don't like it. I don't want clabber.
I'm not a big fan of it, but I guess it's mixed in with something, and I don't taste it a lot. I'm okay with
The
it.
last lasagna I made, I put cottage cheese in it.
That's what I use in mine, cottage cheese. Not this coming Monday night, but the next Monday night, I got to make 7 lasagnas
Mm.
for our Monday night, our Valentine's dinner. Huh?
The Amy.
That we use cottage cheese in that because it's a lot cheaper than the ricotta.
Yeah. I was up there
And it
for
tastes
Valentine's Day last
same.
year. I was in Texas last year for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ready for the big tax time?
Nope.
Wiki, nope. I just hope I don't have to pay it.
I just wish that it would just go away.
Mm.
Isn't there some places that don't even do that?
What? Taxes?
Have the tax.
Yeah, there's places that don't have tax, but they're like taxes throughout the year and stuff are a lot higher. Just like Alaska or Canada doesn't have, you don't have to pay medical,
Hmm.
everything. Like most people that live in Canada come across the border to go grocery shopping because it's so high. Just the tax alone.
Yeah. See, in Maryland, they don't have tax on groceries.
Oh, we don't have tax on groceries here either. If it's food, you don't pay tax.
That's how it is in Maryland. But like toilet paper and stuff like that, you have to pay tax.
Yeah, you have to pay tax on all that. But like now, like if you get soda or anything like that, it's taxed. But like bread, milk, eggs, butter, meat, that's taxed.
Our sodas wouldn't even tax.
Yeah.
I want to step away for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Anything that's like it's not anything considered junk, but like and like some places soda's not taxed, but some certain stores it is. I don't know what the difference is, but make that 8 so you can send me one. You just come up here, player. You can have all you want. I'm not looking forward to that night because we're having to make it's our Valentine's one, and so we always have a lot of people at that one, and we're making chocolate cakes, and we're cutting them out into hearts. We're doing the heart
like last year.
Yeah. And then we're putting the cherry pie filling on top and then a little bit of whipped cream with some cherries on top. That stuff takes forever.
Jay said they pay 25% tax on shopping.
Oh, wow.
We pay 7% tax.
Yeah, 7% is, and I think that's too much.
North Carolina has the highest tax on gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's like 32%.
Slim said we pay taxes on taxes here.
Yeah. And it's a shame after you buy something, you still got to pay taxes on it. Like, for instance, car, you pay for a car, it should be yours, but you still got to pay taxes.
Yep.
You buy a house, you still got to pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
I got to pay my property tax. I don't like KFC. It's too.
I don't like KFC either.
Slim and Cody could live in KFC.
Mm-hmm. Cody only gets KFC every now and then because it's so high. He used to eat it all the time. Their prices are ridiculous now for the food you get.
Yeah, we had a customer come in and said, I like y'all's fried chicken better than KFC.
I like store chicken. Like we have the Chester chicken here,
Yeah.
but the only fried chicken I eat is the wings.
Oh, they eat chicken breast.
If I have to eat other parts of the breast, that's it. Because I like white meat.
But I ain't crazy about chicken. After you make it all the time, like I do at work,
Hmm
I stick a skin chicken.
I'm not crazy about chicken, period. Like any kind of chicken, but I'll eat it.
That's
I'm a red meat kind of person. I like steak.
steak is the best.
Yeah, steak is the best.
Slim said he hadn't had KFC in years.
He has it, but if he had his choice, yes, he would.
Hmm My mama too. She likes KFC. Well, now my mom really liked the Bojangles when she went to North Carolina, and my niece Maddie likes the Bojangles, and so my mom looked up a recipe for the skin and stuff. You know, the flour mix.
Yeah.
She made it, and Maddie took a bite of it. She said, "Did you go to Bojangles?"
Cameron could have gave her the recipe because Cameron used to work there.
Yeah.
But Cameron knows how to. They have the best biscuits. Bojangles says I could just make a meal on a biscuit.
No,
See, that's the only thing that I like at a lot of the chicken places is their biscuits.
And Cameron made them for us. He said, "Mom, I know how to make them."
Yeah.
So I guess he didn't. He just didn't make them thick enough.
Yeah. My brother makes the garlic cheddar biscuits from like Red Lobster.
I've never had them.
And he's always like so worried about it when he makes them. I'm like, what are they going to do? Come in here and tell you can't make them no more? Nobody from Red Lobster is going to stop in here and eat. It's a garlic cheddar biscuit. It's the recipe's online everywhere. They can't tell you not to make it.
Ingles has made it before. When I've gotten a meal from them, so yeah, don't worry about it.
Twinkie, you talking about the chicken blasphemy? Brendan said blasphemy. Player, did you spray Troy?
No, I didn't have.
If it was up to my mom, we would all eat. I've never been to Five Guys, but Lainey has, and she likes it.
Yeah, we went with
Lainey likes it.
Yeah, I love.
I've never ate it.
We had a good time that night.
I didn't like the prices, so I didn't stay.
Well, them were high.
Yeah.
But it was, and French fries. Oh my
Just
god!
like what's that other burger? Red Robins.
Oh,
My
yeah.
sister-in-law went taking my dad to Wichita every day for his what's that called? Radiation. We would stop and eat on the way home, and on days that I would go with them, Savannah kept saying, "Let's go to Red Robins. Let's go to Red Robins." I'm like, "No, I'm not going there. It's too high." So finally, one day she had to take him by herself, and so they stopped at Red Robins and ate. My dad had a fit over how much that cost. He said it was good, but it was not worth the price.
I've never ate a Red Robin.
It's not bad. It's. I mean, yeah, it's a little pricey, but you get endless fries. So if you like French fries, you can just keep stuffing them. But I mean, other than that, let's see. Oh, there's a place here called Burger Works. When you all get a chance to come back up, we'll take you there. You can put whatever you want to on the burger, and the fries are just out of this world. And me and Marnie were large, and we could split it.
I want to go try some of them chicken parmesan sandwiches that Brendan's putting up.
Twinkie, that Pellegrino's is right up the road from my house.
Is it?
Yeah. Like 3 minutes away.
Now, one of them he only gave like 5 stars to.
He gave 8 Pellegrinos, and the Mamas he did yesterday or whatever, it was 8.5.
Yeah. I will one day, Brendan.
When Amy and them get to come, Cody wants to go up here to Best Little Pizza because it's all you can eat wings and pizza and salad.
I'm all for that.
I think it's like, for me and Michael to go, it's like $25.
Apparently, Slim and Brendan are talking about a male strip club.
when Michael said Five Guys.
Oh, okay.
And then Slim said, "Yeah, we walked in, Brendan, and I seen you making it rain and turned around and left."
Oh, my Lord. That's great.
Brendan, were you telling me to come join y'all at the strip club or at the chicken parmesan places? I'm game for either one. I mean, just saying.
Oh, my Lord.
I prefer the strip clubs haunted and like abandoned, but
I bet you'll take it either way.
how these
Oh, Lord.
Food, just food.
Oh.
I don't go for hot dogs. Now you know you can't do a hot dog video, Brendan, because you know I'm going to give you heck about that one. Lori, hi, Lori. Love you.
Oh, well. We'll let you use the strip club to Slam and Brendan.
Our wages, taxes are high as well. We pay 20% after, I'm not sure how much that is, but that's a lot, 20%.
Yeah.
See, that goes in cards again.
I don't hear anything.
You have to listen back and look at it. It sounds like you're like shuffling the cards.
Might be something with this microphone. It's about $12,000.
Brendan, I promise you they don't look like bananas.
Oh, my Lord.
You should know this. No, I'm just kidding. Some might. I don't know about everybody. About $12,000. Oh, wow. So y'all pay 20% after $12,000. Y'all make $12,000 a check on your jobs? I think I'm in the wrong place. You know the drill. Yes, we know the drill, Lori. She's getting in the shower. Make sure you put our hairnet thingies on, our hair caps.
Oh, Lord. Brendan,
I wouldn't know I'm Irish.
Sam says, "Hey, Lord, did you send me a friend request on Facebook?"
I've got one person that sends me like 20 a day.
Oh,
I'm like, why? And I'm sure she got hacked, but I have to message her and say, "Did you send me a friend request?" Nope.
Jay says we earn about $7.50, I guess. What?
Oh, yeah, well then, never mind.
Basic wage. Nah.
That's about here.
You're over 21. My minimum wage is about $5.
Wow.
The people in America's head explosion if that was. I mean, they want minimum wage to be $15 an hour.
Yeah. I work for a government agency, so yeah.
Or says I could not survive on it. That would be tough.
Amy is 007. Yes, that's the government agency I work for.
So Jay is
Eight.
18 or 150 to $200 a week.
What do you do for a living, Jay?
How many hours do you usually get a week?
Matt Dillon makes $20.
Well, back in that day, that's a lot of money, probably.
Oh yeah. You ever think about that? Like doing time travel and going back with the money you have now and living back then?
Or
We'd be
did like
rich.
kings then. Shoot, Jay, I almost make that a day. Warehouse work, boarding when I worked. Recently lost my job. Well, good luck to you, Jay.
yeah. Slim, how much does a Munster make a day? If you know Matt Dillon's monthly pay rate. I was flipping through Munsters on the supposed to be like an antenna TV or something, and then I was flipping through on the Roku, and there's like three movies and shows, and Batman from 1966 is on that thing.
Slim said he didn't hear you, Troy.
Oh, you didn't hear me? How much did the Munsters make a month? Since you knew Matt Dillon's pay.
I bet they didn't make very much. They only had 2 seasons.
Hmm.
What is Festus Reagan?
Well, Festus and Miss Kitty ran that show, so they probably made a little more.
It's kind of
That's
like
the only reason why my mama watched it was for Festus.
that's like Andy Griffith. Everybody watched for Don Knotts.
Mm-hmm.
I love Barney. I love Barney. That was
Yeah. I still watch that all the time. I love the one where Aunt B gets drunk. That's my favorite episode.
But did you know that Aunt B and Andy Griffin didn't get along in real life that good?
I knew you would never be able to tell it. They were really good actors, but yeah, I've heard that a bunch of times. But you never did tell it.
He didn't even go to her funeral.
Yeah.
yeah. One chest full of gold on the Munsters. I guess that's why there's only 2 seasons.
And I'm sorry, but Opie Taylor was as cute as a button when he was a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing him now, oh my lord,
Yeah. I always tell Hunter I call him Opie because he reminds me so much of Opie.
And thinking back with him, he had like 2 hit shows with Andy Griffith and Happy Days.
Happy Days, yeah.
That was, they said that's very unusual to have 2 hit shows in that short period of time.
and then Madlock.
Yeah. I pay $4.75 a pack, Jay. It depends on what kind you're getting and what state you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Because like marbles here are like $7 and so, but like when we went through Illinois, they were like 10 something.
Well, I know when me and Slim went to Texas right before Christmas, we had each took a pack of or a carton of cigarettes down there. Wookie said they weren't too bad.
No, they
And
weren't.
they were only $27 a carton.
Mm-hmm. Fence is not doing too good. He painted a barn a whole week, didn't make but $1.
Oh my lord.
Oh yeah.
And it depends too, Jay, if you roll your own cigarettes or buy 'em.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan said, Troy and April, did you ever go up to Mayberry and meet Thelma Lou? Betty Lynn is such a sweet lady almost every third Thursday a month. She signs autographs. God bless her.
No, I've never been there. I'd love to go
No,
I
I
would love to go there too.
the restaurant they have. Nah, the restaurant's nasty.
though.
When my kids won't even eat the food, is nasty.
Hmm.
They pay $9 per pack and $20 for 20, and about 22 pounds for 50 grams, which works about 2 ounces. Wow.
Hmm.
That's a lot. $20 if you roll your own, yeah. Now, how many does that $20 roll? Because 2 ounces ain't very much. She's 93 years old. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I love to go up there sometime and film that and see all that.
Yeah, I was looking at that deal today. It's been like 30 something years since the Challenger blew up.
Mhm.
Oh,
I can still remember that. I couldn't believe it's been that long.
I can remember too. The school teacher was on there.
Mm-hmm. Because I know they, I was in school then, but
Mhm.
Yeah, I was too.
I remember it just like it was yesterday hearing about that.
We were watching it
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah.
class when it blew up.
Yeah. Well, I know we had the deal going and stuff, and then they shut it off. And then when I got home, that's when I found out what all had happened.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I mean, yeah, you're right. It seemed like it was yesterday, and it was just, oh, it was horrible. I mean, here we were fixing to see like history,
Mm-hmm.
in the making, and then it explodes, and then our teachers turned it off and tried to explain to us kind of what happened.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm sure, tough on the teachers, thinking, "Oh my God, these kids have just witnessed a."
Yep. They didn't discuss nothing with us. They just shut it off.
And so many teachers, put in for that to try to win
Yeah.
the contest.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you they were thankful that they weren't too.
I just, that stuff's live, and her family was watching, and they were so proud of her. That had to have been horrible.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember what malfunction. Something. Was the gas line? I don't remember what it was, but it was awful. Oh. Jay said, but usually lasts like a week. So Marnie buys what she buys, and it lasts her for a while. And it depends on how many she smokes a day.
But do you have to buy her packs in between?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, or if she don't feel like rolling.
Like one card, he rolls ours all the time.
I have, and I roll them too tight sometimes, and that don't work out. I
I
will.
get frustrated. I'm ready to throw it across the room.
Mhm. Marnie herself has rolled them too tight before. Got mad at herself for doing that. But if you don't get the right amount of tobacco in that little slot, then either you don't have enough or you have way too much.
I'm just not any good at it.
You need the bigger machine one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a 50-50 deal, April.
I said thank you. I say thank you every time you bring them to me.
You should take that as a compliment, Slam. She loves how you roll them.
See here how it goes. Right here. So this is how it goes. You roll them, and she smokes 50%, and you smoke 50%.
Exactly.
And see, you text me tonight and said you needed more rolls, so I went and got them for
See, more for you to roll. So you can share it 50-50 again. Sometimes I'll buy like a real cheap package of cigarettes. Uh, Sometimes they're okay. She's fine with them. Sometimes like that's nasty. Never buy that again.
Yeah.
They'd be like $2.30 a pack or something. Oh, okay, well that's not a bad deal.
Anything that's below like $4 here is cigars.
Mm.
People are like, "Oh, I found a pack of cigarettes for like $2." I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna be surprised when you open them too."
you. Shut up, boy.
I like a good cigar here and there, but I'm not. I don't smoke a lot at all. I mean, at
That's
all.
what I cannot stand the smell of it. They are
I like certain ones,
and or a pipe.
but the rest of them they stink. And we have this one guy that comes up there to work, and he's an old man. He wears a cowboy hat, and he always has a cigar sticking out of his mouth. And like all the time, I'll see where he like dripped and he'll like land on the floor and stuff. I'm like, ugh. That gags me so bad.
Sam say he likes black and mild. I have
Yeah,
smoked.
Cody likes black and mild too.
Not too bad.
I always ask him to go outside and smoke it because I can't stand the smell.
Cody gets the Swisher Sweet wood tips, and I love the smell of
Oh,
those.
those are good. Yeah.
Mhm. I can even smoke one of those. They're mild. They're like not even. But he does smoke the black and mild too.
I think it was Kayla tried to smoke a cigar one time. She turned so green. There used to be a little Chinese guy that would where we used to work. There was a smoking area, and he'd come in there. Who's doing all that smoking in here? Who's doing all that smoking in here? I give you gold coin if you stop doing all that smoking in here.
I'd be like, give me the gold coin then.
Yeah.
I'll smoke when you're not around.
Back when I used to work at Full Stand Carpet, they had these booths all through the whole entire plant, and they were the smoking booths. You were inside smoking,
Mm-hmm.
and they had one like where we had to take all of it. We had a doll and run a bunch of yarn because it was for carpet. And the little cones that we had left, we had to take to a certain machine, and it would splice them back together and make another one. So they had a smoking booth right next to it, and it had like 15 little holes. You put 15 cones in. It takes a little while to get them all run together. You get about 2 left on there. You be sitting there smoking, watching your machines work.
Boss Hogg used to stay on the things with him smoking cigars. Well, they probably had to check that scene like 20, 30 times. That would make me sick too.
A lot of times you see him just holding his hand.
But he used to have them ones that were like taller than he was.
I like penis on Dukes that has.
Yeah.
But have you seen the girl that plays Daisy Duke now?
Mm-hmm.
She's not looking too good.
Well, she's probably what, 70s now, maybe late 60s,
Yeah.
John
like
Schneider's on YouTube all the time.
Okay, Sheridan, you guys really need to try a real or no, I ain't trying to.
I couldn't afford a real cigar. Player.
Need too many of us tall.
Went to the grocery store the other day, and a place called Go Grocery, and there's a cashier in there, and I guarantee you she did not reach no more, maybe 4'8".
We got one about that tall here there, dude. She'll come and say she's got to get some meat sliced for that to go where people call in their orders.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd be standing there, and we don't know because she's not over the shelf, and I can't see that far. Sometimes I have to like false the stuff to the people, and we didn't even see her. She's like, "Well, I was standing here for 5 minutes. Well, you need to jump up and down or something. Let us know you're there."
Yeah, our little lady that just passed away up there, she was teeny tiny. I seen this guy come out of One Stop earlier today, and he had on a leather jacket, boots, jeans, the whole 9 yards. But he looked like he weighed like 70 pounds, and he was probably 5 foot tall. That he had on his head, it made him look like a bobblehead, like for real bobblehead.
Yeah, my grandma, she was about 40.
Oh God.
My
Grandma
mom's
was 4'10".
4'10", yeah, she's about 4'10", and Claudia is shorter than her, so she's got to be like probably 4'8".
I thought her mom was like our height.
My mom's shorter than me. My mom comes to like my chin. I love standing next to my mom.
Which is tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was sad for him about that. Kobe was a heck of a ball player.
Yeah, he was. That was so sad. The whole family. There's like 9 people all together.
Mm-hmm.
So sad. Praying for all their families.
Yeah.
No, there was a mom and dad and their daughter, a mom and her daughter, then Kobe and his daughter, and then the pilot, and then another lady that was there with them.
Mm-hmm.
They were all going to their daughter's practices.
Yeah.
That's what's so sad.
Well, why do they have to fly to practice?
Because it was in a different place, and that's how they got back and forth. That's what he used for travel, was to get back and forth everywhere, was his helicopter.
Yeah.
But it was like really foggy and everything else, but people said they heard sputtering on the helicopter before it went down.
Did they say what the reason was that it crashed?
They haven't said yet. They haven't released nothing yet.
They expect the fog to have something, but the way this sounded, though, he went, or whoever's flying, just sounded to me that might have been a malfunction.
Yeah.
That happened there, and so that fog. Yeah, it's Sam. There's a lot of troops killed and stuff. That's sad.
But what is sad is when they don't mention them.
Yeah, they don't mention them at all, and that's sad too.
Well, there's a reason why they don't mention them, because they don't want it to hurt their political campaigns.
Well, news organizations are not always very helpful with that.
Mm-hmm.
Claire said she felt fall next to hers too. My mom was the same height as me. Maybe 1 inch taller.
But I mean, that's the same with if they're famous, they're going to be on the front page. If you're not famous, you're not. I mean, this happens to people all the time.
Oh
Families
yeah,
go up in a helicopter. You don't hear about that.
there have been a couple of plane crashes and stuff, and you'll hear about it. You know, a plane went down, so but you don't have like continuous coverage. You
You
know.
know, and generally, it's like your local newses that cover the.
Mm-hmm. Kobe, since he was known worldwide, it was just
Mhm.
and I watched some of it, and um, last night I actually watched the Royal Rumble. I hadn't watched wrestling in a while. Edge, he lives here in Asheville, and him and Beth Phoenix, and they were both in it.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves was one of the announcers. He said that King Baron or something, whatever his name is, says, like there's no royalty in Texas. And so I got on the Twitter and I was like, "Have you forgot about George Strait, King of Country?
Yeah.
A lot of royalty down there. Bob
Yeah.
Fields is another one." You know what
Now in wrestling, the little short blonde headed guy that was the referee all the time.
the referee.
Yeah, he was the referee. He had blonde hair, little
Oh
short blonde headed guy.
yeah, I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, I used to work with his mother.
Oh really?
Yeah, and she bring in pictures all the time of him and Rick, but Ric Flair and him were like brother. And she'd bring pictures in and show them all the time.
Uh-huh.
And I think Michael just said that his house got robbed
Oh,
because Ric Flair lives here in Charlotte,
uh-huh.
and Steamboat lives in Charlotte.
And a lot of them live there.
We got Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And the Undertaker.
Stone Cold Steve Austin lives about 2.5 hours from here. He lives in Victoria.
Yeah, Edge and Beth Phoenix live somewhere around here, pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we also had the Von Erichs too. They used to, which we've met all them. They used to come to the bowling alley and rent out the bowling alley, and we would get to go up there because my mom worked. They ran the kitchen. They owned the cafe part of the bowling alley, and then my grandpa owned the putt golf that was below the bowling alley. And so they would come up there and visit and stuff like that. But then they would also come here to Nakona and go out to the O'Neill Mansion and ride go-karts, and they would do like four-wheeling and hunting and all that here.
Oh wow, that's tragedy. I mean that was.
Yeah.
I mean, people say it's a curse. I don't know if it's so much a curse, but it was still awful.
I think they just were young when they became famous, and they became famous so fast. And it just does what it does to most people that become famous like that.
Mm-hmm.
They got money, they party, and
yeah, it's sad. Because they'd have been a heck of an organization. They probably would have beat Vince McMahon.
oh yeah, they probably would own the whole wrestling deal if they would have still been here. But and they were the nicest people in the world.
That's what I've heard about them.
I wish I could find the picture of my mom. I had a button that, well, we had a picture and I turned it into a button at school when we did a project for Mother's Day or something. And it was my mom sitting on Carrie Von Erich's lap. Her eyes were so big.
Michael said that his house got broke into and they stole. He had a bunch of movie prop stuff, horror stuff, and they stole thousands of dollars worth of all his stuff. Thousands and thousands of dollars.
Dang. That's not good.
Yeah, like one of the first Dracula's costumes. I mean, he had like the top props.
The wrestler Kane was mayor of Knoxville. Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's still
Wow.
He's
Yeah,
still he's one of the two.
I like King. He's one of my favorites.
everybody said he plays Jason on Friday 13th today. So like that thing.
Well, the two sons do too, buddy.
Yeah.
There's two Von Erich. Is it Mike?
And Von Erich, like his,
Yeah, his two boys.
Mm-hmm.
They're buried up there. Aren't they buried up there around y'all?
They're buried in Dallas.
Aren't they right now?
Around Dallas, Irving area.
What, around one of your family members where they're buried?
No, they're not buried in the same cemetery as them, but they're buried right there in the same town.
if I ever come to Texas, will y'all take me to Dallas?
Yes. You were in Dallas the last time you were here.
That was Slim, that wasn't him.
No, the one that's buried right next to my grandma is Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Mm.
That one we went to.
No, this one's in Dallas, at Laurel Land in Dallas. It's my papa, then my mama, and then right, like maybe 3-4 foot away from that is Stevie Ray Vaughan's.
Yeah, Jay, the WWE is still pretty big around here in the States. Oh, I've gotten kind of fond to the NWA that's come back, though. Kind of reminds me of when I was a kid.
If you go look at, James did a video where he went to the Von Erich's grave sites and did an EVP type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he shows their grave sites.
Check that out.
But we got in Dallas too, we've got Bonnie from Bonnie and Clyde.
Hmm.
She's buried there. He's buried closer to like Louisiana in East Texas, but she's buried here in Dallas.
There's I can't remember what their names are, but they're buried up there in Moxville, close where Kayla and them live. His parents are, but I can't think of who it is. I'll have to go next time I go up there. I'll have to get back in there. And what's that one that supposedly got hung in Statesville? Tom Dooley?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
He got hung here in Statesville.
Who he
On Depot Hill.
first on it.
The Undertaker in Jacksonville, Michigan. We don't discuss that, Jay. No, I didn't get to tell y'all what happened to my mom last night.
Well,
Me and her ran down to Family Dollar store.
oh, I've read if it's what you think.
Oh, yeah. That. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
That made me so mad. I so wish my mom would have said something while we were still there.
Go ahead and tell everybody else.
Okay, so we went to the Family Dollar, and my mom is Indian, so she's dark skinned. I go in the store and I come back out. My mom's got this horrible face, and this lady is like being a loudmouth. Well, I get in the car and we leave, and we get almost home, and my mom tells me, she said, "I can't believe that lady said that." And I said, "What?" And her in her door, and the lady turned on and said, "Get my phone out of the car. I don't want somebody stealing it." And then he said, "Oh, you're just worried that you'll miss a phone call." And she said, "No, I ain't." And he said, "Yeah, you're worried that Trump will call and you won't be there to answer it." She said, "Yeah, and you know what I would tell him?" And my mom said that she turned around, looked right at my mom, and said, "I'd tell him keep building that damn wall. And then just turned around and walked into the store. And I come out that, the guy held the door open for me. And I come out and I went and got in the car with her and we left. But I was just like, some people have some nerve. I said, if that had been me, I'd have yelled out, well, since your people took my land, maybe I'm the one that should be saying there should be a wall built. It hit me so bad.
People love to show their ignorance.
But that's all that
You away from that
I
store.
will do.
Your mama got you away from that store because she knows what you've been.
No, I would have went back in the store.
I know that's why your mama got you away from the store.
Yeah,
Your mama's a smart cookie.
she is.
And, we have protests up here in Asheville all the time, protests and all kinds of things. But I'll stay away from it,
Yeah.
I have my boy.
That's exactly right, Lori. Politics causes arguments.
Yeah,
I respect everyone's opinion, but it does cause
the one thing I will say about a lot of stuff that goes on in Washington, though, they waste more time and money doing stuff. They need to pay more attention to the people and try to help, the economy and things like that. And they just waste time. And politicians can be a pain in the butt sometimes.
Yeah. It's like watching a bunch of first graders trying to figure out 5th grade work.
Yep.
Your mom should have said, no comprende. Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Small-minded people. That's all it is.
Well, you get one group of people arguing about something, and another group arguing about another thing, and instead of trying to work it out and figure out, okay, can we compromise on whatever, And the problem is, and this country is divided mainly because of the media, more so than politicians. But it shouldn't be that way. It should be that, okay, yeah, this guy's in office. Okay, let's just try to work with that, and then this one goes in office. Let's work with that, and they just don't want to do that.
I definitely agree with you, Lori. She said, I will say I support the president no matter who. Wishing for failure is like wishing the plane you're in will crash.
Yep. It does nobody any good. Oh, well.
But it doesn't matter who you have as president. There's going to be, everyone's going to have issues with something that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
I don't agree with everything, but it doesn't mean that I don't respect my president.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, and don't get me wrong, it seems like the economy's doing pretty good, and it's great, wonderful. But, there's things that, they could be doing up there in Washington could be a lot better than what they're doing right now. I don't know.
That's pretty slim.
That's why we get to vote. We don't have to vote.
Them wanting to impeach the president and everything else. I said we weren't going to do political, but them wanting to impeach the president, that's only going to put us in we're looking at World War III. Do you really want to be impeaching your president right now?
Yeah, right.
All you're doing is saying, hey, we're pansies. Come get us.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing right. Come on at us.
Yeah, we don't like our president.
Yeah. We're open for, go ahead.
That's where people's minds are. Their minds aren't this war and stuff that's getting ready to happen. It's on him or whoever it is.
I mean, he won the election and won pretty handily, and so some people really liked him. So,
and he's going to more than likely win the next election. So, people might as well just
good chance.
Get used to it.
Get used to it and just do what you got to do. Take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like what a politician is doing, that's why I hate it when people say, I don't vote, but I don't like this politician. Well, then if you don't like him, go vote.
It's
not that hard.
That's like people we know, like for instance, my dad's brother. My parents vote, I vote, Michael votes, and stuff like that. My uncle does not vote. And him and my dad had gotten arguments before because my dad tries not to argue with him, but if it's something that just ticks you off, my dad's gonna say it. And my uncle says this and says that, and my dad looked at him and he said, "If you don't vote, and do your part by voting and stuff,
Then you can't grow
don't
up.
say nothing."
Yeah. I like that, Slim. No matter who is leading the country, God is always running the earth.
Yeah.
So true.
But everybody always told me that there's some place. I mean, it's opinion. Like, this is my opinion, but I don't think there should be a woman president. But that's my opinion.
I'm not saying a woman can do it, but I agree. And I know a lot of women are probably out there like, "Man, what the hell?" But there's certain jobs that I don't think women should do. For one, we carry our feelings.
On our sleeve.
We'd be like shooting at everybody. There'd be one time a month that the whole world would be in danger. But I believe that in NASCAR. So it's not just presidential, but yeah, I
see, I'd love to be a race car driver.
I don't. There's only been one woman NASCAR driver, and I couldn't stand her. I don't. To me, it just doesn't fit right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of
women can't generally carry that kind of stress and not like take it out on something.
Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine trying to run this country.
Georgie.
I have too much road rage.
Mm-hmm. Love you, Georgie.
You me to be a race car driver.
Oh my Lord.
Well, I mean, could you just imagine seeing the calendar at the Oval Office? Like, one week would just be like red.
No, Jay, we've never had a female president.
Oh, we never have. We've had governors, senators, congresswomen, mayors, and things like that, but never a president. We've had one run and one as a vice president elected. She didn't get elected, but they were, of course, when you're running against Ronald Reagan, you weren't going to win anyway. But that, I don't care who it was.
The UK has had 2 women presidents so far.
Yeah.
Love you, Georgie.
Love you, Georgie. Miss you, buddy.
Love you, Georgie.
Yeah. I know we don't talk politics on here, but I mean, we're keeping it kind of, stable. There's also, getting
Let's
to,
don't
but
rock the
yeah, yeah.
But just like y'all said, everybody is entitled to their, their own opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And
but that's like on my channel. Definitely, I don't want politics or religion because everyone does have a right to their opinion, but some people don't like hearing other people's opinions, and that just is recipe for disaster. Jay, why are your taxes 45%? Laugh out loud, just speaking.
Women, that's what he said.
Oh Lord.
Georgie not speaking to me?
He hadn't said you had.
No, he didn't say my name yet.
He hasn't said me either. He said hello, everyone.
He said hi to Troy.
Lori.
And Slim. No comprende, George.
He hasn't said hi to me either, Twinkie. So
I vote George for president and Slim for vice president. Oh, Lord have mercy. So I'd be your first lady. The second.
For the second lady, what you do, yeah. You see, Slim.
The White House. Look at her. He said hi to me.
George said, yes, love ya. It means everyone, Auntie, laugh out loud. I don't have time to write a lot.
You had time to write Uncle Slim, Lori, Roy. Yes, comprende, Uncle Mike. Still didn't say, hey, son up to you, Twinkie.
Mm-mm.
I feel your pain, Twinkie. Twinkie, they even got Twinkie things to put in your Keurig.
Oh my
Twinkie
god.
coffee.
Oh, Lord.
I seen it yesterday. I was like, oh no.
I saw Twinkie ice cream or something.
Auntie and Mom and Troy, love ya. See, it said Troy twice. And Uncle Slim twice.
Georgie showing up for
First thing, as president, I'm moving the White House out of Washington.
well, that'd be interesting. President.
Claire, can I?
I wouldn't want to be anything, especially in the White House.
Go spend some money, Twinkie.
I just,
We'll go by our haunted locations.
yeah.
Let me just be an ambassador. I'll be fine with that. I mean, run across the country and be an ambassador somewhere and come back and.
Hey, JoJo.
Yeah, we can be ambassadors of haunted locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I would do an investigation of the White House. Sure, I'd have that FBI going every night. Talking to George Washington and whoever else.
I bet you our buns would be buttered a lot then.
Did you see that cereal I shared? Hershey Kiss cereal. Ooh.
Oh, wow. I've heard of that. Mm-hmm.
We'll be the Secretary of Spirits.
Yeah.
There you go.
The school that I'm cleaning is haunted, and I'm by myself cleaning it. Ooh.
Ooh.
Take video, Georgie.
That's when you need to, like, record, like, just set your recorder on and just let it run while you're cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Be in them offices and them chairs will move by themselves.
I thought Twinkies. It did go out of business for a little bit, Jay, but somebody took it over and opened it back up.
Yeah.
The world went nuts. Or actually, USA went nuts when they canceled Twinkies.
Me and Twinkie are the first person for Twinkie.
They can't get rid of us that easy.
I swear we need to get in touch with the Twinkie place.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
I'm thinking about running for office one day, whether for sheriff or senator, see how the wind blows.
I've actually thought about running for mayor in my town, but I don't know. I thought about that in the past, but
We've had the same mayor and we'll have him till he dies. Because nobody will vote against him or run against him.
Tell them what we have going on here. He's been there for a good while now. He may step down. He just retired, so he may step down from being a mayor. I don't know.
George said, this is the reason sometimes I chat and messenger to you guys because I get scared during the night. Oh, George. Yeah, I'll wake up and there will be a text from George at 3 o'clock in the morning saying hello.
I'll see him on Messenger. He'll be like, good morning. It'll be like, I guess he's probably about 4 o'clock my time. So, oh, Georgie's awake and working and I'm asleep. Going back to sleep.
I think Brandon, I just met the new mayor. a couple weeks ago. I felt
We
tall
used to live
him
before
because he was
our
like
mayor.
shorter than me.
Our mayor walks around with a cowboy boots on, spurs, a cowboy hat, and he always has a glass of whiskey. But it's in a styrofoam cup, so you don't know it's whiskey. But everyone knows it's whiskey. So true.
That's right. But still, George, if you have a time to take pictures and set a camera up, it'd be great.
It's amazing how big the USA actually is. I think your smallest state is bigger than our whole country.
Isn't like Rhode Island the smallest state?
That or Jersey one.
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
That's that Siri.
I ain't asking that witch nothing. She's rude.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. I'm hanging in there, JoJo.
Yep. Rhode Island is the smallest. It goes Alaska, Texas, and then California. And then Rhode Island is the smallest state. Delaware is the second, and Connecticut is the third.
Hell no.
Yeah, Alaska is double what Texas is.
So, George, does that Elmo do anything that's in the corner, or does it just sit there and stare at you?
Just wait till it starts dancing and giggling, Georgie.
Slim
That's what you need to worry.
says, Amy, who's the president of your country?
Unfortunately, the same one as yours. Texas is the biggest. Alaska's bigger than us, but none of us ever travel to Alaska. You feel like it's gonna.
Oh my Lord, Georgie. Go pick it up, George.
Elmo is not gonna hurt you, George. He is your friend.
Tickle his belly, might giggle.
Go over and put a voice recorder in there, and let's see if it says anything.
Jay said, just looked it up. We are about the same size as Alabama. Texas is huge. Like, we'll look at places and then we look it up on the map to see where it's at, and it's like, good Lord.
Yeah,
Texas is like you drive and drive and drive and drive and drive. And anytime we go anywhere, that's the longest part is getting out of Texas.
all flat.
Unless we're going like straight up north to Oklahoma, then it takes us like 5 minutes.
And hell no, I'm not going
to Georgie.
Oh, Slim.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, there are going to be all kinds of messages on there tonight
from
Georgie. Uncle Slim.
Are you awake?
Is the creepy homo. Georgie, I love you. No, it's not, Brandon, but I prefer going north because then I'm like already in a different state, but
now, Troy, are you and Marnie still gonna try to get to go to the
try to, yeah.
Yeah, you really need to go.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to go yet. Maybe by train.
You ain't gonna get Marnie in that plane.
Way underneath the ground.
Tell her she could get on a plane and we'll all sit together on the plane.
I would love to fly.
We'll sit there and all sing Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
She'll be saying Kumbaya not.
You about get me ass off here? Is what you be
Yeah.
saying. I don't know.
Let's see, Mexico,
We can.
that's the closest I've ever been to another country.
Oh Lord.
I feel for Matt Dillon when he goes to Texas. It took us a day and a half to get to a Walmart.
It does take a lot to get to
It
Walmart.
took you 20 minutes.
Oh my
Not
Lord.
longer than any 20 minutes.
No, it was only 20 minutes. It's only 20 miles. Now, if you're going to Gainesville, it's 45 minutes to that Walmart.
I think it was the shortest.
But there's nothing in between either, so it always feels longer.
I just heard a freaking door shut so loud.
Georgie, you need to be filming.
Yeah, you need to be filming that stuff. Forget about that cleaning crap. Film that stuff.
Just take your phone and just set it up, lean it up against something, and just let it film the noises and stuff.
And then put it on Messenger for in the morning so we can all listen to it.
See, Georgie, if you could have got up on the piano, we could have all heard it with you.
Mm.
And see, that's the worst part about here. Like St. Joe is only 13 miles from here. But when you're coming back from anywhere, and especially at nighttime, that is the longest stretch of road because there's nothing in between. It's just town, country, town, country. So that's why it seems like it takes so long to get anywhere. To get down to like Denton and stuff, and then it's like stuff in between all of it. I'm too scary to do video.
Why? Just put the camera up and walk away.
Georgie, you can get on the panel on your phone. You just have to click the link, and it'll take you and tell you what to do. I'll send it to you.
That's true, Brendan. It's like 20 minutes to either Walmart. 20 minutes to one in Mooresville or the 20 minutes to one in State.
But do y'all have like places in between?
Yep.
So that's why it doesn't seem like it takes you that long.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
But see, like in Dallas, it's the same way though, because even though Dallas has like 4 Walmarts, it takes you like 20 minutes to get to either one of them, just because it's so daggone big. I sent you the link, Georgie.
Lori says, film George, the dirt's not going anywhere. We're going to get him fired.
Yeah, my aunt's been kind of scared at the school that she's working at because she's starting to hear stuff. I said, that stuff that you're bringing there from, but I've always heard that the gym there is haunted and that cameras in it, but the school does. So she's always saying, y'all come up there and do an investigation. I'm like, the school has cameras. We'd be filming it, but they'd be filming us filming it.
Mm-hmm.
But the cameras.
Girls at work keep telling me, April, you need to bring your stuff here because there's a ghost in this deli. Yeah, I'm going to have all that stuff set in customers. Well, yeah.
Could you imagine people
Like
come
what?
back wanting lunch meat and be saying, just a minute, we're doing a K2. We're doing Spirit Box. Hang on.
You're like, what are you talking about?
I don't think so either, Lori. Jay said, I would love to visit USA, but it can take up to 12 hours on a plane without stopping. Lori said, you don't want to stop halfway, I'm pretty sure, Jay.
Oh, stopping halfway would be a bad.
Well, that's just like from flying here to Texas. It's about 3 hours. Can you imagine the car ride?
22 and a half
Yeah, 22 and a half hours.
if you don't stop a lot. And I stop a lot.
Good night, Brandon. Thank you for being here.
Night, Brendan.
Night,
Have a nice
Brendan.
day.
That's like Quinky when you fly over here. Just the hours should be.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking about.
I think
Get
it's
after, but still,
half.
it's gonna be scary. But I'm ready to try.
I think it's 4.5. Was it 4.5 to Nevada?
Hmm. This year definitely would be a good year for us to drive to the reunion because I've got so much crap going. But Twinkie, I'm looking for a different spot for us to do the banquet, and it's going to cost me half of what the other was going to cost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's a lot nicer too. It's got and I'm going to be able to take like food and stuff in there.
Is it
I'm not taking food, but I'm taking cookies and waters and stuff like that. But
Is it in the same hotel?
no, it's not in the hotel. It's an actual event building.
Okay.
And they give you a code, and so everyone that's coming to the banquet, I can just give them the code and they can come in. The door stays locked unless you have the code.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they have a photo booth area where you can set up for the photo booth, and they even have the backgrounds and stuff you can put up. They have cameras inside there that you can live stream through, which I don't know if we'll have anything to hook up for that or whatever, but they have a big screen TV that you can use that you could hook up your laptops and stuff to. They have a little kitchenette area. They have bathrooms. They'll have tables and chairs, and they'll even put linens on them for us. And it's like half of what the other one was going to charge.
Cool beans.
And it's 2 miles from the hotel.
And we have a state. We can take the shuttle.
Well, I don't know if you can take the shuttle to there or not. I know you can take the shuttle to the strip, but like, we'll get it for 4 hours, and the first hour will be us setting up. So I figured Cody could bring some of us and drop us off, and then go back and get some of the others.
But
And,
we can find out if the shuttle would take us.
yeah,
We can at least find out.
but there's supposed to be like several people there that have vehicles. So if we have to, we can like see if certain people will pick up certain ones,
Yeah.
But yeah, this one seems so much nicer. I mean, the room's not huge like the last one was, but it'll hold up to 120 people. And like just the whole setup is a lot better. We won't have to worry about the hotel hearing us, being loud or anything.
That's awesome.
So I was so excited whenever I found that. I'm greyhounding to Vegas. I had no doubt, K-Dog. You are a greyhounding fool. Let's just hope you don't run into any issues this year.
Like the flight there was bad, but the flight home was great. Wonder if the jack had anything to do.
Slim said we can Uber jump and run if we need to. Could you imagine any of us trying to escape from an Uber driver?
Oh my god.
I would trip and fall flat on my face.
Oh my God.
Lori, are y'all going to come? I wish Player would go. Player, you could drive up here and meet me at my house and ride with us.
That would be cool.
Here's the thing. It's away from my house. It's 10 miles away. Oh, airport is 10 miles away. Yeah. Yay, Lori.
Lori's going, right?
Yeah. She says she's going.
Y'all flying, aren't you, Lori?
We will see how it goes. I'm serious, Player. If you want to, if you can't do a plane ticket or anything like that, you can just like room up with somebody, like maybe Lori and them or whatever. It'd be cheaper on the room, and then you could just ride with us if you meet us up here.
Well, I'm getting ready to call it. It's almost 1 o'clock.
Oh, can I do a selfless plug here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Wednesday night at 9 o'clock, I'm going to do a live stream about the trip. I'm going to try to, from here on out, I'm going to try to do one every 2 months or so,
Mhm.
just to kind of get more people involved and thinking about going. So Wednesday night at 9, I'm going to do like a little Q&A. It's not going to be very long.
Okay.
But if you have
Right.
questions about the trip or anything, have them ready.
Mhm.
Lori's driving.
We're driving.
He's driving to the trip.
In April, you're going to go on tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to go on tomorrow. I miss y'all.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. Loved it. Wonderful chats and everything we had tonight. So maybe April tomorrow night and Wednesday night, Amy's got a little Q&A going on. So please join everyone and have a good time with that.
Love y'all.
We love you. Good night.
No, don't forget to tell Marnie
Oh, I won't.
information.
Oh, yes, I'll definitely have her send you that tomorrow for sure.
Oh, okay.
Good night. Love y'all.
Yeah,
Love you. Good night, player.
Bye.
Bye.
bye.